What's going on, guys? How you doing today? You rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom. I'm out here in Brazil, in the city of Fortaleza, in northern Brazil, close to the equator. If that helps you for some kind of direction where I'm at, I like to give God all the glory and all the praise, man. The struggle's been real for your boy Philly Dom, but everything is going to work itself out, man. Thank you guys for the messages and the ideas and the motivation to keep pushing because I was really getting stressed out with YouTube because I'm not getting views for my videos and I've been pushing for a long time. But I know everything is in God's plan, so everything's gonna work out. But thank you guys, man. Thank you guys, man. Shout out to my boy Kurt, CEO Kurt, that is, talking with me today. Appreciate the motivation, my brother. He has a clothing line. Matter of fact, hard work is undefeated. I put that in the beginning of the video. I mean, in the title, in the beginning of the title, because that's the name of his clothing line, and he gave me a lot of motivation. And shout out to my boy Amar, man. Also, man, he gave me a lot of motivation, man. He was sending me some stuff on YouTube, and a lot of people just been supporting me and just pushing me through, man. Yeah, YouTube is hard. Don't let nobody tell you it's easy. I mean, it's the only choice for me right now. This is the best job I ever had, but it's hard, and I always got to stay positive, like Kurt said, man. CEO Kurt, I always got to say that CEO Kurt, because I'm blessed to be able to travel and see these different places in different countries. Not many people get to go outside of their country and go visit different countries and stay there for long periods of time. I actually go to these countries and stay for a good amount of time. So it's amazing for me to be able to do this. And I like to give a big shout out to my boy John out there and Lauren Bird, North Carolina. Shout out to my boy Lauren. Shout out to my boy John out there in Laurenburg, North Carolina. Yeah, man, hard work is undefeated, man. I needed to hear that, man. So I keep pressing. I keep doing my travels and putting out my content. Everything will work out, man. Sometimes you have your hard time, and sometimes you have your bad times. Your hard times, your bad times, easy times. I'm looking at comments just in case research that I just logged on. What did I miss? You ain't missed nothing, man. I just got on the live just now. So you right on time, champ. Big King, Kingston, peace. Peace, Philly Dom. What's going on with you, man? And then W said, keep pushing Philly. And Justin in Case Research said, Philly, blessings, brother. Blessings to you, my youth. DVB said, big up Philly Dom. We need you. Pushing the great content. Yeah, I will keep pushing, man. Just got a lot of outside stress and stuff. And then another thing that was brought to my attention by a couple of people was that I do content on the regular, like every day. I've been doing that no matter where I'm at, the U.S., Haiti, wherever I'm at, man, Brazil, wherever I'm at in the world. I can't even think of the place. El Salvador, Guatemala, and I do daily content. So you get burnt out sometimes. You get burnt out, and then when you're pushing hard, you know what I mean. You want to see results, and I've been pushing hard for a while, and I'm getting results, so I can't complain, man. Everything is working out. I'm not one to say and complain. I got to keep pushing. That's how I was raised. I got to keep pushing and pushing, but it gets frustrating sometimes. That's all. Also, I got a link. If somebody wants to come on the live, they can come on the live and they can talk with me as well. Let me put the link back out there. I'm on I'm on StreamYard. So you're welcome to come on the link, man, and we can talk. I don't know how long I'll be on this live, but I feel like I need to talk to you guys more, man. My motivation to keep pushing me and help me get to that next level. Status Boom X, man, appreciate you, man. Like Status, man. You help me out a lot, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. You just came out of nowhere. You're always positive, man. And I feed off of that type of energy, man. Appreciate you, status. Big King said you got a lot of success. YouTuber friends asked him to help. Yeah, they have. I talked to Checking Effect yesterday. He gave me some advice and stuff. So I'm gonna reach out to some other YouTubers as well. But shout out to Checking Effect, man. He gave me some pretty good advice, man. And I'm gonna, take it into high regard what he said and really try to implement it into my program. But like I said, I do a lot of videos. I do a lot of videos. I do a lot of videos. So sometimes you get burnt out, you get tired. You know what I mean? It's just a part of being human. Like I said, I got stuff behind the scenes that I'm dealing with that I got to get together, and it's a lot going on. And everybody know I have a son, and I have to deal with that situation as well. So I got a lot. I got a lot going on, man. I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. And when you're doing YouTube and stuff, you got family members that's looking at you like you're crazy. Even friends, family and friends. Not everybody, but you do have family and friends. I'm an older guy. I'm in my 40s. You know what I mean? So when you're older, man, whatever you do got to count. It can't just be wasted. Can't be wasted moves, make wasted time. I don't have that much time left on the earth, so I got to make whatever I do count. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of pressure, like regarding that as well. But let me put the link in there for you if somebody want to come in on the live and say something. This would be like an open panel. We can talk about almost anything. I feel good today, so we're gonna talk for a while. We're gonna talk for a while. I can tell you about my day. I woke up this morning, edit the rest of the video that you seen, the video from the beach, from Crust Beach. I edited that video and I put that video out. And after that, I worked out. I went to work out, and also I worked before I worked out. I recorded the best beach they said that was here, called Future Beach or Playa Fatero. I'm sorry if I'm butchering Portuguese, the words and the places, but it's Fatero, which means future. Whatever means future in Portuguese, the beach is called Future Beach. It's a really nice beach, man. I was really impressed. Really, really upscale, nice beach. I've been to a lot of beaches here in Brazil, and that one was really, really nice, man. And then, yeah, man, it's like Status Boom said, shout out to D3, and shout out to D3, that's my son, and Mrs. El Salvador Hollywood, much love. Yeah, that's my connect, man. That's my one of my business partners. Let's say that out there in El Salvador. That's my business partner. So all is well, man. The struggle is real, man. The struggle is real. But shout out to my son D3, and I just want to do the right thing, for my family and everybody. Backpacker said, Philly down, how are you feeling? How is the family in Belize? Have you talked to them? I haven't talked to them yet. I've left message after message. I haven't talked to them, but I have talked to some people down in not down in Brazil, but in Belize, and everybody's making out all right. But like family, like the mother of my son or my son, I haven't talked to them. I've been leaving messages on Instagram. That's my way of reaching them through Instagram. No return messages in these last couple of days. But I know that power is out, but power is back on in Belize now and stuff like that. But I'm praying for him and I'm hoping all is well. W said your Haitian trip was very, very good. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You were there at the right time, Philly, because the country is very unstable now. Yeah, it is, man. I talk to my people down there in Haiti, man. Haiti's on the ropes, man. Haiti's on the ropes all the time. But I pray every day that something will change for Haiti because and put it in a positive direction. That's why when I'm down there, I like to do videos to show Haiti in a positive light. That's why I keep pushing for that video on Cap Nation that I did. You'll see it's my number one video. It's almost at 1 million views. We about 49,000 views away from 1 million views because you always have uh, you always have content creators that go down there and juice the country for the negative videos and stuff like that. Negative videos about the country, about the danger and all that different things. But you rarely have somebody do something positive. So shout out to Passport Abby. And Jabari and all them, man, they did a positive video. They just released it. I know the Haitian artist that passed away. That was a sad thing, man. But it was a positive video on Haiti to show Haiti in a positive light. And shout out to Jabari from Passport Haiti because he's been to Haiti more than once. So shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to that brother, man, for going down there and putting that video out. Appreciate you and the whole Passport Heavy crew. Shout out to Jabari from Passport Heavy, Sue, and the whole crew, man. Uh, Kurt said, I'm thinking about the places you're going to which have blown your channel up and maybe go back there. Yeah, I will. Haiti, Belize, Salvador, or El Salvador, for example. Check check the videos that helped were DR and Philly. Okay, for example, check the videos that helped check were he said DR and Philly. Yeah, he did a video in my city. That's all right. Checking that. Yeah, he gave me some good information, man. I talked with him the other day, man. Shout out to Checking Effect, man. Been on him from day one doing this thing. Mike said, keep your head up, Philly Dom. You have great content. Thank you, man. You know, my content is raw. I'm not the best editor. I'm not the best speaker. I don't have the best equipment, but you know, I do have a good personality, and I feel I was born to do this, man. And I thank Maya, man, for God bringing Maya to me. I am Maya to help me with the YouTube, man. That was life changing, man. That was life changing. This is a job you can do for the rest of your life. Like this is and if you know they have other platforms down the road, I'll join on them other platforms. But YouTube has changed my life in many different ways, man. It gives me the opportunity to be anywhere and get content and make money. It's a good career path. You get burnt out. That's why I had the other video up there. I'm burnt out because I mean I'm just constantly hammering at it. We almost at 60K. So I ask you guys, man, share the videos, give my videos a like, support your boy Philly Don in any way you can, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Give the videos a like. Whoever's watching now, take the time out right now. Give the video a like. Support the channel, man. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to my dad and them back in Philly. I know they watching. Shout out to them in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the hometown is watching. Philadelphia. How about the Phillies, man? They did all right, man. They did all right. They didn't win everything, but they went far as they could go. That's all I can ask, man. Shout out to the Phillies, the Philadelphia Phillies, the baseball team. Backpacker said, my God, save your family and Belize. You are the best YouTuber champ. Your friend Mawa had problems in DR. Do you feel like Haitians in DR and you feel well, I'm considered like a American Haitian. I don't really feel the struggle, but I mean I've talked to the Haitians there, and obviously it is they do have issues, but it's not every Dominican. We're not gonna sit here and bash Dominicans on the channel right now, but I mean as they do have some racism between the Haitians and the Dominican, yes, on both sides, not just the Dominican side, on both sides. And sometimes, yes, the Haitians don't get treated right in the Dominican Republic, but there's racism on both sides. There's racism on both sides. I like the Dominican Republic. I like the people. I like the food. That incident with Maya, I mean, he was 100% right. They treated him that way because they thought he was Haitian, and then they found out he was Kenyan, and he had a American visa in his passport, and then they changed up their whole demeanor after that. They changed it up real quick. But it's not every Dominican. I have some real good Dominican friends in the Dominican Republic and abroad in New York and California. So Dominicans are good with me. My first, one of my first purchases, my first purchases of my hat was a Dominican in California. So shout out to Dominicans worldwide. So and he knows I'm Haitian. He knows this 100%. And so shout out to the Dominicans, man. We gotta bring ourselves together. We can't all be separate. But it's an issue there. It's an issue there with the Haitians in the Dominican Republic. It's definitely. Sleep said, salute Philly. Then Metcalf said, what's up, fellas? And then Mike said, have you thought about more collaborations with other YouTubers, helping with views and followers? Yes, I need to start doing that. But I'm in Brazil right now, and I know Driz is, what is it? Driz TV is here. My boy from New Orleans is here. I'm gonna try to meet up with him, and then we got I Adventures, another YouTube friend who's connected with Maya with too. He's gonna be here on Thursday. So yeah, I do need to do more collabos. I need to do more collabos. I need to do more collabos. That will work out perfect. Big King said Ace Live had problems in the beginning, but he kept going. Yeah, that's what everybody said, man. Yeah, Ace is one of my motivators, man. Maya Check is my motivator now, man. These guys are doing their thing, man. It's a couple more. I can't think of everybody right now, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. But like I said, it's a tough game, man. And you know, if your money's not right, and it's a lot of stuff that goes into this. When these guys do these videos, you know, it's hard, man. So like, we all respect each other's craft because it's not a cakewalk. This type of job is not a cakewalk. It's not a cakewalk type of job. I got the link there. If anybody wants to come in and talk to me on the link, they can come in and talk to me. I'll put the link there again. You can come backstage and I'll bring you on. We can talk. Just, you know, try to keep the cursing to a minimum and just be respectful. W said they locked down, helped Ace to blow up. Oh, yes, indeed, man. The lockdown helped me, man, when I was in Haiti for a couple months. When they had the lockdown, man, it helped me out a lot too, man. It helped me out a lot. It made me dig deep, you know what I mean? And try to do different type of content that I never did before. So if you want to do this, you just hard work. It's undefeated. So I just gotta keep putting the hard work in and doing what I've been doing. You know, it's just sometimes when you're putting out so much content, but then you're not getting the views, so you like what's going on? What's going on? Why I'm not getting the love from the algorithm on YouTube? So it gets frustrating, but I'm gonna push through it, man. Hard work is undefeated. And my boy, CEO Kurt, you can go to his Instagram, which is Hard Work is Undefeated. That's his Instagram. Just type that in, he'll pop up. Hard Work is Undefeated. He has merch. You can go check it out, man. I like that saying a lot, man. Hard work is undefeated. Just in case research said, I just looked at your Brazil videos. Only Ochika videos have the highest views. I know, champ. I know. I know. I'm learning. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yes, indeed. You're 100% right about that, just in case. Just in case research, man. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate spending time with you out there in the mighty, mighty DR, man. We had a good time, man. What's your next trip? What you trying to get into? What is your next trip? But guys, I will keep pushing. I will keep grinding. You know what I mean? Just keep motivating me. Sometimes you get down and out. Like I said, I got a lot going on behind the scenes besides YouTube. So there's a lot on me. Just in case research said Brazil. Shout out to you coming to Brazil, man. When you gonna make that? When you gonna make that move happen, man? I know you up there in West Palm Beach, saving your ducats to make your next trip out of the states, man. Forrest says salute on Philly Dom. You are the hardest working content creator. The travel sector is flooded with content right now, but I'm gonna keep pushing, man, for it. And then Strill Life, thank you for the $10 super chat. Keep your head up and keep grinding. You are our inspiration to the travel community. Thank you, man. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep grinding, and I'm gonna keep, 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 keep doing my thing, man, and keep pushing me and keep motivating me. Like I said, I'm human. I get down sometimes. I get sad sometimes. A lot of content creators, they try to put a facade on when they on the camera, "Ooh," and then off camera is different. I'm the same person on camera, off camera. I try to answer all my Instagrams. I try to give people my WhatsApp. I try to reach out to as much people as I can. You know what I mean? But thank you, man. Strill Life for the $10 super chat. Also, guys, you can cash at me if you want. I greatly appreciate it. We got Razor trying to come on here. Let's see what he's gonna say, man. I'm gonna just tell him to keep the cursing to a minimum. That's the only thing. I try to curse on my channel, man. I got a son, and I know his mom. I have him watching the videos and stuff, so I try to be respectful. But we got Razor coming on. Let's see what he's talking about. Razor,
what up?
Nothing much. Razor was good, man.
I'm great, man. I'm great. I saw you live. I saw the StreamYard link. I said I gotta click that link and say what's up to Philly Dom. First time me ever talking to you.
That's what's up, man. Glad to meet you, man.
Yes, my pleasure, man. My pleasure to be able to say what up to you. I've seen your travels over the years, and I admire you, man. As far as like being able to be abroad, constantly and just moving the country to country. You the true definition of a digital nomad,
Yeah. I could be anywhere at any given time, man. What's your hometown? Where you from?
New York City, Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn right now, actually.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
up. So you got family out here?
Yeah, I got family out there.
Yeah, it could get kind of rough out here though, man. Kind of rough, ducking bullets, but gotta keep hustling. Make your way out of this, man, like you did, man. I know you was out there in Alaska for a few years, right?
Yeah, working, man. And Alaska seafood industry, man. With seafood processor, if you ever heard of the job. They always hiring too, man. That's a good job, man. That's like rags to riches for me, man. They always hiring, man. You can work crazy hours and make a lot of money in a short bit of time, man.
Right. Wow, I gotta check that out then. Tell a couple of my friends about that, because they need to get out of this New York City also, man. If they could get out there and make some money, give them a different look on life.
Yeah, and I met a couple cats from New York out there. They end up moving out there because Alaska, I could live there. Alaska is nice. I could actually live there. It's a beautiful state, man. And it's a lot of money to make if you can get past the cold weather. But you from New York. Y'all from New York, so y'all used to cold weather, so it ain't no big deal. For wintertime, but it's just But they actually have a summertime and everything. People don't even know that about Alaska, that it actually has a summertime.
How hot does it get? Like
when I was there, it got to like in the 80s. It got in the 80s.
Wow.
I was surprised. Yeah, not on a regular basis, but it happens every now and then.
Wow, I never knew that. Never do that at all, man. Wow.
Yeah, and then if you retired, you can get a job there. If you're a felon, you can get a job there. Like they don't have you're a college student, you can get a job there. If you retired, military or just retired, and you just sitting on your butt back home, you want to like get out and adventure, and they pay for everything. All you got to do is work. And I mean, it's hard work, It's grunt work, This is grunt work, but you ain't alone. You're working with a whole bunch of people, and the time goes by fast. Like once you get into a little routine and stuff,
right?
Yeah, 3-4 months goes like boom. Once you get in that routine, 3-4 months just go like it's nothing. And then your bank account is getting fat. You know what I mean? You can pay off some bills. Maybe some people don't want to travel. Maybe they want to buy a new car. Maybe they want to put a down payment on a house. Maybe they just want to have some savings. Maybe they want to save some money for their kids' college. Or maybe they just want to have some extra money. You know what I mean? It's something to do, man. But it's definitely worth it. And the black community, we don't know about that. I had to get in trouble to find out about a job like that. We don't know about them type of jobs. Yeah, we don't know about them type of jobs. The white boys know, the Asian boys know, but we don't know. Black people, we don't know. When I started going, I was like, damn, this been here the whole time, and it's this easy to get the job, and they paying this type of money, and all you gotta do is work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always gotta wait until we get into tough and tight situations before we start exploring other options out of the hoods and stuff, Yeah. But like you said, it's available to some of the other, people, ethnicities, but they search out for it before they even get into tight jams. We got to start doing that, It shouldn't be last minute desperation for us to be trying to get these like abroad jobs and stuff like that. That's what I noticed, that we be in desperation mode when we trying to get these abroad
Yeah,
jobs.
we
It
gotta
should
go
be a
to.
natural flow to it.
It's,
We
it
should be
should be
already
a
looking for
natural
it. Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time. You're right about that,
yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go to jail. We gotta be kicked out of
Yeah.
our apartment.
Uh-huh.
We gotta be evicted.
Right, right.
Got fired from like 30 jobs. So now you're like, dang, ain't nobody gonna hire me right away. I need a
Uh-huh.
job. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It's like, man, yeah. But I see you in Brazil right now.
Yeah. Amazing place, man.
And
Brazil's amazing.
you like in Brazil? What
I
city
like.
you in?
I'm in Fortaleza, up in the north.
Fortaleza. Okay, I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard Drees TV always talks about Fortaleza. But
yeah.
you ever been to Rio? A lot of guys talk about Rio. I haven't
I
been to
ain't been to
Brazil at all yet.
Rio. I ain't been to Rio yet, but I'll make my way there. I've been to Sao Paulo, Salvador
Mm-hmm.
Bahia, Fortaleza, Recife. I'm gonna make my way down there
Mm.
to Rio. But I heard like
Okay.
heard a lot of mixed reviews about Rio, but I'm gonna still check it out.
Yeah, Rio will be a main event as far as YouTube. I think YouTube with Rio, that's the algorithm for the that's just so you just building up to the Rio.
Yeah,
But the other places are cool to visit for yourself, and maybe you get an algorithm. Who knows with this YouTube game? But yeah, Rio, I can't wait to see you out there on the Copacabana beach. You
yeah,
know,
but definitely I gotta do one there just because, man. Everybody do one. I gotta do
yeah,
a video there too.
yeah. It's like taking a trip out to DR and not going to Sasua just because
Yeah,
you hear mixed stuff. That's an
yeah,
algorithm hit. You gotta hit go for the algorithm.
yeah. You gotta pass on through there. You're 100% right about that, man. Razor, you're
Hmm.
100% right. Yeah, it's the rite of passage. If you come to Brazil, you have to definitely go through Rio. It's the
Right,
Miami.
right.
It's the Miami of Brazil. That's what they call it, the Miami of Brazil.
I like going to Colombia and saying, well, I'm gonna just go to Bucaramanga,
Uh huh.
Cucata, and don't go to Medellin or Cartagena. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, if you was a regular person, like you're just visiting, you're not doing YouTube or nothing, that'd be different. But we talk about, trying to grow on YouTube, right? So
Yeah. So
yeah,
you gotta go everywhere in different places, man. And then I'm gonna circle back. I'll circle back to like Belize and El Salvador in Central America and
yeah.
Haiti. But Haiti, I gotta watch it because Haiti be hot all the time, man. So you
Yeah.
gotta be like, when to go, when
So
not
the
to
president
go.
got killed. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was on the island
come
when
on.
they killed him. I was there on the island when they killed him. I was like, oh, I was in the DR at the time, but I was there. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. I remember that whole. I know you were saying you was out there for like 6 months, right, in Haiti before,
Yeah.
like a little bit before he got killed. And I
Yep.
remember that whole time. That was surreal, And
Yeah.
I seen the video and everything when they, went to his compound, or But man,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I seen your videos out there in Boca Chica. You call it
Yeah.
Vega Chica.
Yeah. Bag
I saw your
chica. Yeah.
stuff out there.
Bag,
The females,
bag, Me Beach, I call it. Bag Me Beach.
Beg Me Beach. Oh my goodness. What's worse? I
Yeah.
never been to Boca Chica. What's worse? Sasua Beach with the begging, or Vega Chica?
Bag Chica.
Vega Chica? Yeah.
Yeah, they a
Man.
lot worse. The sewer, they don't really they bother you, but they don't really bother you like that. But Boca Chica, I don't know, man. Everybody, you can't get a drink, you can't talk to nobody if they know you American or they think you a foreigner, a European or something, man. They bother you. It's just exclusive to Boca Chica, man. Some Dominicans got mad about me saying that. They like, well, if you don't like that, if you don't like that, you shouldn't talk about our country like that. I'm like,
Oh
golly, man, they
God.
get real sensitive, man.
Real
I'm
sensitive,
just,
man.
yeah, it's just jokes. It's like in New York we just cracking jokes. In Philly, it's just a joke. That's all. I'm not. It's not that like the end of the world.
Yeah, they
But
take offense, and they know they do that out there, and they still take
yeah,
offense. You know what I mean?
they crack jokes.
Like
Dominicans are some funny people, man. They have me laughing all the time. They funny people.
yeah, you act like you're supposed to just enjoy that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And give A+ reviews, or 5-star reviews.
yeah. I
On the
can't.
place.
Yeah, I'm the boots on the ground. When I go, I try to be honest with you guys. So when you guys come here, y'all know what you know what it's hitting for. For the females, for the guys, for everybody, whoever traveling. Even if you're traveling with your wife and your kid, I'm gonna tell you the real truth, so you know what to expect. I'm not gonna lie to you, and then you get there and you like, damn, I was watching Philly and I was watching A-Slob. I watched this guy and he told me this and it's something totally different. I'm gonna be truthful, you know what I mean? If it hurts the country reputation, so be it. But people need to know the truth when they gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, how you know, it makes you feel better when you tell the truth, because if you hold it in, you know, in your side, you know, they say morally yourself, you lying to yourself, and you have to, you know, look at yourself in the mirror. You know what I mean?
That's
true. You're like, why would I give this type of review? And I know I had these issues and this problem, this headache, this annoyance, you know. I want it to be known, because those people you send out there, if you're doing consultations or whatever, they're gonna have the same annoyances, the same people harassing them, and they're gonna wonder, why didn't Philly Dom tell me about this? You know?
Yes.
And then they're gonna start giving you bad reviews.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna like, oh, he's just making up stuff. That's why I tell people about El Salvador and Central America. That's a nice country. It's not like a party country or anything like that. But if you want to go there, have a good time, you're gonna meet some real, genuine people there in Central America and El Salvador. If you want to go to right now, Brazil, man, I see why a lot of brothers come down here. I see why they like this country. I see why people come to Brazil. I see why the Europeans come. Brazil is a really nice country, man. It's actually a tie right now for my favorite country between El Salvador and Central America and Brazil. But Brazil, I mean, the food is good. The people are nice. The people are genuine. Oh man, the language, you know, the Portuguese throws you off a lot. You know what I mean? I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but the people work with you and they don't try to use you for anything. Some countries I go to, I ain't gonna mention no names of the countries, but then people will get offended. Anytime they do something, it's like for something for them, for their benefit. They just don't generally help you. Brazilians,
you talk about DR, right? I know you. Let me say, I know you talk about DR, right?
You said it, I did, yeah. Everything ain't for money, because sometimes you can make a long-term, you can make a long-term friend, and down the road, if you need something, they can help you. Like Brazil, like they'll do something for you, and then you like, I'm so like into the DR mindset to give somebody money if they give me directions or something or whatever. They won't even take it. The Brazilians won't even say like, no, man, I'm just trying to help you. Like if I need directions or I need to know where a certain spot is or where to go or where the party's at, where the best food at, where the ladies at, wherever. They help me out and give me the best, you know, I mean, they genuine. And I've been to a couple cities now. So I know it's a country thing. It's a cultural thing.
Right. Yeah, well, in DR, if you ask them and they point down the road, Poppy, down the road, you make a left, down the road, then you start walking, right? Poppy, Popina, Poppy, you know? They want, like, for every conversation, they want some money. They want money just for them talking to you, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, basic conversation. You don't even have to be asking them anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can just be talking about sports. Then at the end of that conversation, they're gonna ask for some money.
I am Q said that. Yeah, Haiti is the same way too, man. Let's not leave Haiti out of it. Yeah, Haiti is the same way too.
Oh yeah.
He said the same way. Yeah, everybody needs a little something. Yeah. But I understand the countries are poor and everything like that, so I get it. You know what I mean? My family's from Haiti. I get it. But yeah man. It's
you give everybody though, you're gonna be poor. You know what I'm saying? You give everybody that asks, you're gonna be poor yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you'll be broke. You'll be broke in these countries.
Yeah, broken abroad. You know.
He said broken abroad. Oh man, that's a new one. I like that. He said broken abroad. You don't want to do that. You got to call somebody for some cash apps or Western Unions. It gets funky real quick, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you don't want that. You know. But it's good to talk to you, man. Like I said, it's my first time talking to you. Yeah, I was just out here in the park, you know. I've been trying to enjoy the weather while it's still good out here in New York City. It's still like 73 degrees. It's about to start getting cold, though. So, you know, one of the last few good days, they got people playing, they playing Frisbee over there.
Okay. Before that weather go crazy on you.
Yeah, so one of the last few days I got to enjoy this, you know, but yeah, so all right, man. So that's all. I just wanted to come on and say what's up to you, man.
Appreciate you, Razor. Anytime, my brother. Anytime, my brother. Enjoy your day in Brooklyn, man. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York. Eastern Parkway, Franklin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know about Eastern Parkway, Franklin.
Yeah, Crown Heights, stand up.
Yeah. I've been to all those places, man. I used to live around all those places. I'm a nomad in New York, actually. I'm a
He said I'm a
nomad inside
nomad
New York.
I like that. He said I've been
Yeah.
everywhere, all through New York.
For Rockaway, I never lived in Coney Island though. But
Rockaway,
Crown
Queens,
Heights.
baby. Brown
Yeah.
Heights.
You know about Flatbush?
Yeah, I know Flatbush.
You know, downtown Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all got Williamsburg now, boy. They done changed up.
Yeah,
I remember like they
I
done
lived
changed
over there
up.
too.
Oh, Williamsburg.
Yes, yes. Gentrification? Yeah. So it changed up. Yes. Yes. You know, even this area that I'm sitting at right now, you know, over here.
That's
cool.
Cypress
Hills area type. Yeah. You know.
It's not that New York. It's not that New York from the 90s, the late 80s.
Which is, I mean, I don't really want that, you know, because you know how I was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes things change for the better, but they seem like they're kind of reverting back to the 80s, actually, in the 70s.
Wow.
With the violence, but you know, hopefully they get that back in order. You know, but with these nice little days, I find my little pockets of peace and tranquility, you know, out here in the park, and it's good. It's all good right now.
That's cool. That's a lot. You brought up an important point, and you don't even realize what you just brought up, like with the violence stuff. A lot of people, like when we travel to these countries, Brazil, oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous back home in the United States. I don't know why people think people getting carjacked in Philly and robbed at gunpoint like it ain't nothing, and shot in Philly like it ain't nothing. Like it's supposed, like this is business as usual. Like they supposed to do this.
You know, and out here in Brooklyn, you know, now you know I do robbery videos in Colombia, right? But I always say that New York, I'm always ducking bullets out here, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they just robbed a cop while he's in his uniform, like around 2 hours ago. It was on my Citizens app, and it's on the video. They pulled up on him and just robbed him while he was standing right. He just robbed him.
A New York cop. Wow.
They just don't care. They just they bold as hell out here.
Yeah, they out of control. You know, how you gonna rob law enforcement?
He got a gun. They got guns.
Yeah, man.
Imagine what they'll do to you, you know, or me, you know.
Yeah, and he might listen to your voice, get your body weight, your size, and like they could like bring you in. Like, man, the dudes is tripping, man. The dudes is out of pocket all the way now. They out of pocket all the way now. They out of pocket.
Yeah,
out of control, man. They're out of control.
One more thing. Let me ask you about El Salvador. I remember the El Salvador president. You know, he went buck wild on them. He just started like arresting a bunch of people, like thousands, in one swap. He said, "I'm cleaning up the streets." You know. So how is it now? You know, were you out there during that time?
I know in certain cities. No, I'm in Salvador. I'll be in San Salvador, El Salvador, the capital there. Where I stay at is like right down the street from like his big office, the White House or the palace, whatever they want to call it. Man, yeah, he's cleaning up. He was cleaning up the crime there, but a lot of people, it's crazy. Like if you talk to the average El Salvadorian on there, they don't like what he's doing. They'll complain to you about the crime and all that in their country. And then now when you got a president go balls to the wall to do whatever he has to do to rid the country of crime, now they talking about he going too far. The gangsters go as far as they want to go. They don't got limits. They don't have limits.
You're right. Yeah. And I thought I was thinking that was a good thing. Yeah. And you said people complain, but then when they try to do something about it, now it's an extreme. But what else you gonna do? You can't be too soft because the criminals, they take advantage of softness and they're gonna continue doing what they're doing. You know, they gotta respect something. Yeah, you know,
gangsters respect gangsters. If they like, whoa, you crazy? Yeah.
Now I know that the issue is some of the family members of the guys are mad that they in jail or whatever, and I guess some innocent people probably got caught up. You know, but you know, either you want to be safe or not. You know, they sort out the innocents over time, I guess. You know, but yeah, I mean, what they call it, desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Yeah, desperate times. So you have to do what you have to do. So I used to argue. I ain't gonna put them on blast, but some of the outside of the fence, they be like, God, like, what do you want these people to do? You complain about the crime. Now this dude is doing everything in his power. Yeah, some innocent people getting caught up in it. It happens in the U.S. It happens in Canada. It happens in European countries. It happens. People that, like you just said, people that don't have nothing to do with it, they get caught up in the wave sometimes. But
yeah,
you got drastic
yeah,
measures. You
I know, and that
have no choice.
got no choice. You know, either you're gonna go full force, and take them out, or you're gonna leave them hanging and continue the communities out there to be ravaged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Families having their kids join that stuff, whatever gangs, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I give that president credit. I give him credit.
He tried. He made an effort. He's trying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all his tactics are the right way to go about it or anything like that, but he's doing what he has to do to try to. Yeah, because his country.
Yeah.
Like when I tell a lot of El Salvadorians, because a lot of them never left their country. They don't really travel outside of Central America. They don't understand that their country has a nasty name in the international media, and by him doing that, more people will come there for tourism. Like he started the Bitcoin. Yeah, I rock hard with El Salvador. He started the Bitcoin down there. You know what I mean? El Salvador was the first country in the whole world that made that a legal tender. The Bitcoin a legal tender. So people are like, oh, it's not working. El Salvador, like you can't. No matter what he does to help his people, they always complaining about it. Like I'm like, if it works or not, somebody had to be the guinea pig for this because Bitcoin is the wave of the future. It's going to eventually going to be in a whole bunch of other countries, and that's going to be like their legal tender as well. You know what I mean? I know they use Bitcoin in the States a little bit. I know Venezuela and other countries are using it too. But El Salvador, you could go to McDonald's and swipe a burger with Bitcoin. You could go anywhere to the movies, swipe your movies with Bitcoin. They got it everywhere. But he's trying. You know what I mean? He's trying, and that'll bring tourism because you got a lot of people that are like what you call it, Bitcoin heads. They all into that Bitcoin. I met a lot of people down there that never traveled to El Salvador. I'm like, why you here? Because of Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So he's bringing tourism. He's trying to help his country and trying to rid that name that they have. Because people are like, oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I feel more dangerous when I'm in Philly than when I'm in these countries, to be honest with you.
Well, going to a gas station in Philly, it got to be nerve wracking. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they
oh man.
Philly is fresh out of
They try to carjack you with your kids in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you try to, don't leave your kids in the car while you trying to get gas.
Yeah,
because they would take the car if your kid in it.
Or you get your gas early in the morning during the day. Yeah, they carjacked. I seen one video, man. I was like so embarrassed in Philly. Man, these dudes jumped out of the car like they was the 18th. I thought this was like the 18th. Remember the show back in the day, like Mr. Tino?
Yeah.
They jumped out in the back with big hammers, not little guns, big guns. I was like, oh man. My man ran in the he ran in the convenience store. I don't know why he ran in the store. Like that was gonna save him, but I think they got his keys and they took the car after that. I would have just threw my keys on the ground. It ain't even worth it. That's what you got.
Nah, it ain't worth that.
You got insurance for that, man.
Yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto out there. You know what I mean?
Just throw your keys on the ground, give him the car. Yeah, he was running. I'm like, damn, man, throw your keys on the ground, give him the car, man. Just let him have it. It's not worth your life. I don't care if you got $1 million in your trunk. It ain't worth your life.
At that point, no. You just better hope you could get it back eventually. But it's gone right now. You don't want you to be dead. Yeah. If you dead, you never gonna get your stuff back at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true indeed, man. That's true indeed. Appreciate you for coming on. Razor, appreciate you. I'm gonna see if somebody else wants to come on as well, man. But
all right,
Philly. Out there.
Stay up. All right.
Appreciate you, my brother.
No doubt.
Yeah. Razor. Shout out to Razor coming on, man. I like interacting with the people from the channel, man. That's all right, man. Just in case said YouTube is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. I'm gonna start showing the comments. Yeah, YouTube is not easy, Justin, man. You know that, man. You're a YouTuber too. Yeah, being a YouTuber is not easy, man. It's a hard job, man. You gotta have a personality for it. Some people have the intellect for it and different things, and they go with the computers and they know how to edit and stuff. But you gotta have a personality, especially when you're starting to get big. People see you on the streets, they want to talk with you, wherever country you in. You gotta have a personality with it as well, and just breaking through YouTube was not easy, man. I am Iowa, man. He taught me a lot, man. I owe that guy a lot, man. I always tell him that. He just say, Philly, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep doing your thing. And Cruz said, blessings from Gainesville, Florida. But Salvador, when you visit El Salvador again, visit El Zonte. Yeah, okay, man, I will. May see you. I'm retired, but waiting for my wife to retire too. So go back to El Salvador. Yeah, I'm definitely going back to El Salvador, man. That's the home base, man. There, I'm always in El Salvador. That's the home base. Big Gucci said, Cav TV says no more. Blind beard. No, man, I might put it back on. I just couldn't find nobody to do it here, man. You know, when you're on the road, you try to reinvent yourself and do different things. Like I said, I've seen a lot of Brazilians with it. Not everybody, but a lot. And I like the style and stuff like that. And I was talking to this female friend of mine here, and she was like, "Yo, Philly, you should try it." And, you know, it got mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people like you should dye your hair and everything, but you know, I just try different things. You know what I mean? Saul said, "You got to be positive, my brother." Yes, indeed. Consider getting out of South and North America, come to Europe. Yeah, that's on the agenda too, but I want to hit Africa as well, man. I told you it's a burning desire for me to hit Africa, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really want to go to Africa, man. Roland said, Ford said, Philly Dom, raising ways that we need a collabo in Ecuador or Chile. Yes, indeed, man. In Bonita Beach and Rio too, not bad. In Rio, okay. Razor Australia Life said, Razor, man. But once again, guys, I got Cash App. You can support the channel in any way you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Biz OW said, Cartagena begging is off the chain. Yeah, that's beg me too. I don't know which one, Cartagena or Boca Chica, which one beg more, man. I don't know. Man. I don't know which one beg more, but both it's between both of them. John said Boca Chica near Santo Domingo capital. Yes, indeed, it is. It's like 30 minutes away, man. Shout out to the DR, man. I like the DR, man, but I call a spade like a spade, man. But I got mad love for the DR. Love the DR, love Haiti, man. That's my favorite island, Hispaniola. That's the Dominican Republic and Haiti together. My favorite island. Shout out to Naughty Slim. Thank you for the advice, Naughty Slim. I'm gonna try to work on what you told me to work on the Instagram, Naughty Slim. And whenever you get time, Naughty Slim, we need to do a video, Naughty Slim. Today I'm supposed to do a video with Jock Wilkins. Matter of fact, let me check my what's up messages and see if the Wilkins can hit me up yet. Let's see if Wilkins has gave me a call yet. Oh, Naughty Slim, thank you for the $10 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. I was frustrated for a while, guys. I ain't gonna lie, man. You push out content like I do on the regular, and sometimes you get discouraged. But I gotta remember that I'm in Brazil, and it's a big country. And I'm not. I'm a full-time YouTuber, so views do mean something to me. So I can't sit here and lie to you about the viewer situation. But I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep grinding. Everything is going according to going in this plan. But it just some days you get depressed, some days you down. Like I said before earlier, I'm human, guys. I'm human. I hurt, I cry, I feel pain. I got problems like anybody else. So the struggle is real. Once again, Naughty Slim, thank you for the $10 super chat. Also, guys, I got Cash App. If anybody wants to support the YouTube chat via Cash App, I would greatly appreciate it at the money sign Philly Dom 75. I am say Haitians and admitteds act the same way, run by money, think only for today and not for tomorrow. Yes, indeed, because you can make a good friend, and down the road you might need somebody to give you a Western Union or a MoneyGram, and you got somebody that can help. Yo said, got any future travel plans, Razor and Philly? Well, I'm gonna sit here for a while. If I go anywhere, it'll be back to Belize. But I'm gonna sit here in Brazil for a while and figure everything out. And I'm thinking about Guyana. I was supposed to go to Guyana I'm up the way. I'm getting close to it. I don't know if I should go back down south, but more than likely, I probably got to go back down south because I got a friend here, Ivan Ventures. I Ventures. So, thank you for the $5 super chat. Who's that from? Big Hawk, man. Thank you, man. Peace, King. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Naughty Slim asked me a very important question. Are you tired of traveling? Naughty Slim, no, I'm not tired of traveling. Like I said, I got some behind the scenes. I'm gonna be transparent and real as possible. You know what I mean? You guys are family. The son situation, my son's situation sits heavy on my chest. And I need to resolve that, man, because I can't keep going like this without I'm not gonna get into details or nothing like that. But I have a 8-year-old son in Belize, and I need to get that situation under control. And it weighs heavy on me. It weighs heavy on me. It weighs really heavy on me. I just need to get that under control. I would say that. But I'm not tired of traveling. I was built for this, Nadi. I was built to travel, man. That's what I want to do. I was built for this. But like I said, I got a son. I'm his father, and I have to get that situation under control. And it weighs heavy on my heart, like heavy, 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 heavy on my heart. That I got to get that situation. I'm not gonna go into the details, but I need to get that situation resolved. Big Hawk said, "Be careful and safe." Yes, indeed. Thank you, man. And then I am Q said, "Hit Ghana OG. That's a hit, Jewel. I know that's some. One of my cousins is married to a female from Guyana, and I know her sister's there. So, and I got a YouTube friend that's there as well, Clinton. So I definitely gonna have to make my way there soon." Navi said, "How does banking and money wow, stuff work?" I don't understand your question. Maybe say the question. I'll put it out there. Everybody see. How does banking and money stuff work? How does banking and money stuff work? Oh, how does money? Okay, you have your debit card from the States. You just tell them that you're out of the country, and you can use it there. Obviously, you catch fees when you pull money out. Here, it's a good question because here in Brazil, sometimes your debit card don't work at some of their debit card readers or credit card readers. But they have banks here you can pull money out. Obviously, it's not going to be in U.S. dollars; it'll be in Rios, which is 1 5 to 1. So you just do the math on it. $1 is 5 Brazilian dollars. But you just tell your bank that you're out of town, and they don't have the same banks we do. Obviously, some countries have banks that we have in the States, but I haven't seen one in Brazil yet. I'm sure there's a company that works direct with the States, but I ain't seen it yet. Big Hawk said for all, hold up. Let's see what he said. Big Hawk said for all the men out there, my hashtag just us. Okay, it's just us is his hashtag. Shout out to Big Hawk, man. Once again, thank you for the super chat. Kurt Teller said, AKA the CEO, Kurt, in the building. He said hard work is undefeated, which I titled off of what he told me. I'm so proud of you. Keep grinding. Don't quit. Forget to visit Belo Horizonte. I played professional basketball there. Brazil is the counter in works. Counter in work. I will, man. I'll keep grinding, man. I promise. I'll keep grinding. I just get stressed out sometimes, but we talked about that on the WhatsApp today, so you know my story. Julius W said, "Have you thought about a home base, then travel from there?" Yeah, the home base, man, is Central America. That's where my son is at. The home base is Central America, El Salvador. Then Alpha Mel said, "Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Alpha Mel? What's going on with you, champ? My boy, my best friend, man. What's going on with you, champ? What's going on with you, man? How's the golf and how's everything going?" Big Hawk said, please support the brother Philly Dom. He's a good brother. We all got your back. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you guys. So what is it, Kurt? CEO Kurt, that is. Brazil is the best country in the world. I might have to agree with you. Like I said, it's tied right now with El Salvador. When I say El Salvador, I'm talking about El Salvador and Central America. In Brazil, they both tied for me right now. JB, JBJ said Philly. Let me put this one up here. Yeah, man, you're right, man. Jay said when I went home, momentum. When I went home, but I had to go see the dad, man. I had to see family. That's when it happened. I was rolling. I was rolling. The channel was rolling. And yeah, when I went home, man, I lost momentum. You're 100,000% sure about that. I know that wasn't your intention, but unfortunately, YouTube punished you for it. Yeah, they did. They did. They punished me for that, man. Doing them Kensington videos, man. But I learned now if I go back home, I just got to be real selective on the videos that I do and the titles. I'm learning. I'm learning. Yeah, that's when it happened, man. Big Hawk said I did a live earlier. All right, I wish I could have checked it out, man. I was running, I was working out. Whew. Man, I could have. I wish I could have came on the live, man. But I'm sure you'll do another live, so we'll definitely link up one of these days on the live. John said, "Will you go in the high season in Colombia, January or February 2023?" I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure yet, man. But Brazil, I'm trying to see if I can stay for the carnival, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna play it. We're gonna play it from month to month. But I'm trying to be here in Brazil as long as I can. If not, then like I said, I have to go to Belize or El Salvador in Central America. W said yes, El Salvador would be very good. Yeah, that's the home base. That's why I stay most of the time, so I can go to Belize to go check on my son. Then I go to the States, I come back down, then I go back up, then I go back down. I'm all over the place. But I had to go to Philly. I had to check on my dad and them. I ain't seen him in a while. I seen them the year before, but it was just for a couple of days. So it's like, it's rough, man. It's more rough on me than my family. They don't even understand, man. I always try to keep it real with you guys. They don't really understand because they're they're in Philly. A lot of my family members are in Philly, but they there with other relatives. I'm traveling. This is the sacrifice that you make as a traveler. You know what I mean? Obviously, you have extended family, and I meet cool people in the world. I got my boy New Jersey Nomad. He holding me down. He's family down. You know what I mean? But your family don't understand. Sometimes you're on the road, man, and you know what I mean? It can get rough. It can get rough. That's why when Naughty Slim was asking about, do you get tired of being on the road? I mean, it's a lot of factors to it. You know what I mean? You miss family members. Every place don't have the same energy. That's why I like staying at hostels because you meet a lot of people, so you always can like make friends and have people to hang out with. Like tonight, a German guy invited me to go to a. Oh, I got one more hour. He invited me to go to a bar with him and hang out with him tonight. And I'm gonna go with him. You know me just to hang out, so he don't have to be by himself. But you meet people. You know what I mean? You meet people. You make connects. These are like-minded people because they all travelers. Some digital nomads. Some save up their money, travel for 3, 4 months, go back to their city or town where they from. So it's uh it's a lot out there. And then Ren said, "Brother, I'm from Mount Airy. Shout out to Mount Airy. That's where I'm from, man. Uptown all day. Stanton and Dorham, you know. That's what's up, man, Ren. Shout out to you, man. Where you from in Mount Airy?" He said, "I'm trying to travel, man. You got to get that passport. Then hit me up via Instagram. We'll talk, man. You definitely make it happen." A stream traveler said, "Great." I put some of them. I don't know why. Hold on, I'll put this one. This guy, Ren Al Saint. Brother, I'm from Miami. We from the same place, man. That's my neighborhood in Philadelphia where I grew up at. Justin and Case Research said Brazil only gives you 6 months total for Americans to stay in Brazil. You will have to leave and come back in 6 months. Yeah, I know. That's what they told me. But Justin, you can get they got a digital nomad visa that you can get. There's a digital nomad visa that you can get, and it allows you to be in the country for 2 years at a time. I know a couple of brothers that got it already. Oh, Cedar Brook Ave. All right, I know where you at, champ. We talking Philly right now. Let me go back. Hold on. JBJ said, why don't your cousin Jock publish as many videos as he used to? He's been working a lot. He just moved to Texas. He's in a house. He got a lot on his plate right now. You know what I mean? He got a lot on his plate. Man who was supposed to do a live today, he didn't connect with me yet. Trying to give him some time and see what's going on. But we were supposed to do a live today. Me and him, we talked about it yesterday. But yeah, he got work, man. YouTube takes time and effort. He got kids and stuff. He got a lot of responsibilities on his plate, man. So that makes it hard, man. Ren said Roxborough High. I had some cousins that went to Roxborough High. 3 cousins that went to Roxborough High. How old are you, champ? I'll tell you if y'all went at the same time. Spanish said you need to work on your video titles, thumbnails, and be a little more clickbaity. I hear you, man. Thank you, man. I'm right on the cusp, man. I'm right on the cusp with this. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to my dad and them back in Philly, man. All my family back there in Philly. Just in case research said I have 2 passports, so I just use one every 6 months. You a smart dude. You a smart dude. So you can move on a JA passport, bro. You can move on a JA passport to Brazil. And it said 1999 graduate. You were there with my little cousin Leo Noel. He was probably, yeah, wait. Let me see. I think he graduated 97, 96. Y'all might know each other. You might have been a freshman. I don't know. I would have to ask him, man. Y'all was like right at the same time, man. The Big Hawk said, that was at the same time, champ. I'm going to do a video on my hometown, Yonkers, New York, very soon, where DMX used to live, and DJ Superior, the Warlocks. Yeah, we know about the Locks. Man, okay. These and Mary J's, a whole bunch of groups names. Wow. I'm like, all right, Big Hawk. I'm gonna be watching out for that. Oh, JA passport. JA passport is great for Brazil. Interesting. That's cool to know that, champ. Thank you, Justin Case Research, my boy. I talked to Fitness and Travel the other day, man. We've been talking. Justin Case Research. And then the CEO, Kurt, that's what I call you. Don't forget to eat, yeah, the Akasi berry every day. Yeah, I went to go check on it today, so I know where it's at. You was 100% right. It was in my face the whole time. I'm going to eat one tomorrow. Maybe I'll go after this live and see if I can get some. But yeah, I know about it now, man. Because of you, man. Because of you. Health is the new wealth. Yes, indeed, man. You can have all the money in the world. Akasi will change your life forever. You just added 10 years to your life. That's what's up, champ. Thank you so much, CEO Kurt, man. Thank you for the motivation, man. And put your Instagram link in here so people can probably go check you out. Probably they will check you out on your Instagram to see your merch. And shout out to Merch by Tone. That's my boy right there. Super champ, cool vibes. What's going on with you, Merch by Tone? Everything all right with you, man? We ain't talk in like 24 hours. Everything all right with y'all? I'll probably call you after the live later on the day and check on you and see what's going on with you. Merch by Tone. Appreciate you, man. I say it over and over, but I appreciate you. I appreciate CEO Kurt. I appreciate Just In Case Research, man. Appreciate everybody, man, and support the channel, man. Okay. Justin in Case Research said Jamaica passport works great in Brazil and even better in Africa. I don't need a visa to go to Ghana and other countries in Africa. Bomba Rasta. That's all right, champ. That's all right. I ain't know that, man. I ain't know that, man. You put me on game. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Like I said, don't be scared to super chat me, man. Don't be scared to cash at me. Ask me some personal question. Let me put the link back in here. If anybody want to come on the live, don't be scared. This is StreamYard. Let's talk about it, man. Shout out to my boy TMI. Too much information. That's my boy 100 grand. Shout out to TMI. Too much information, man. Go check out his channel as well. I appreciate the brother, man. Stayed at his house, Long Island, New York. Hung out at restaurants and bars with him. Think we even went to the mall. Yeah, we went to the mall. He knew everybody in the mall. Shout out to him, man. Method, what's going on, champ? We'll drop a video about being a traveler and having a kid in a foreign country tomorrow at Philly. We'll drop a video about being a traveler and having a kid in a foreign country tomorrow at Philly. Cool vibes, man. Yeah, so that's hard, man. That's hard. Just In Case Research said, what's up with Richard, the world traveler? All is well. I hit him up the other day. I left him a message. He didn't message me back yet, but I did leave him a message, man. I did leave him a message, man. But the title today is an amazing title, guys. Hard work is undefeated. YouTube has me overthinking my travels in Brazil, man. I was stressed out. In the streets, hold on. In the streets, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Def, don't take a break from YouTube. I won't, man. I'll keep grinding, man. I got, a little stressed out, but I won't take a break, man. I got stressed out, man. I'm human. Just In Case Research say, tell him to link you some of his camera equipment, man. I will, man. Oh, we got somebody else coming on here, but yo, you're gonna have to show your face, man. When somebody first comes on here, they gotta show me their face. I can't do one with you without you showing your face. Somebody came on here, but they don't want to show their face. They had it covered up. At least come on the camera and show your face for a couple minutes, and then you can take it off. But you gotta at least show your face, man. That's just my rule. Tell them, hey, do the same thing, man. I don't know you. I don't know what you're saying. I don't want to have to block you or whatever. So show your face so I know who I'm talking to. I'm showing my face. I'll keep pushing, man, no matter where I'm at in the world. Worship the King said, sorry I came late. Oh, there's family problems, man. YouTube problems. You're putting a lot of videos out. You're not getting the views that you want to get. You know what I mean? The channel's moving. I'm almost at 60K subscribers, but it's not going as fast as I can. And, I put out videos daily, so it really wears the tears on you. I'm cool right now, like doing lives. I can do this. My boy New Jersey Nomad keeps telling me, do more lives, talk to the people. Because I can show you my personality. I can show you who I am, show you I'm a real person. We can interact. You can give me ideas. I can tell you about my life, tell you about all the travels I've been, the places I've been. So it's more, how could I say this? It's more natural and easy for me to do lives. But sometimes edited videos, sometimes it's wearing a tan on me because I did so many of them. I have over 2,000 and something videos, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed. I have over 2,000 and something videos. I'll be putting in work. I put in a lot of videos, man. I put a lot of videos. I put a lot of videos out there. A lot of videos. I'm constantly dropping videos. Constantly. And the days I ain't dropping, I got to do the videos, the Amazon videos with my boy, um, Master Wayne. Shout out to Master Wayne. And then he'll put you on Amazon and help you out, help you get money on Amazon. All right, he put his face up. That's cool, man. So we can talk. What's up, champ?
Yo, my bad. This
No,
Mr.
cool.
Mr. Dakis. What's up, man?
Mr. Dakis was good, man. Delaware,
Yeah.
Tri-State in the house without a doubt.
Yeah. I had a nap right quick. I had to turn I forgot to turn the light on. That way you can see I'm official. You know.
Yeah, I know who you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. Yeah.
You can even tell us. I got my little because I was had my nap on.
Okay.
I had a little face mask, so.
Yeah. Cool,
But you want me to keep the camera on or no?
No, you can take it off. I know who you are. I just want to know. You always want to know who you're talking to.
Yeah, y'all know me. I'm official. So
yeah, official. Yeah, Mr.
In fact, I'm not.
Mr. Ethiopia in the house.
That's right. As a matter of fact. Speaking of which.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just here, in Brazil, man. I was stressing about YouTube. I got a whole bunch of issues outside of YouTube going on, and then the videos ain't moving like they should. But I'm in Brazil. I gotta expect that. Brazil is a big country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's saturated. There's a lot of YouTubers down here, you know what I mean? Of all walks of life.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting my feet wet up. But I'm enjoying it. I'm in Fortaleza. I'm in the north. I try to go to some different cities to show people a different perspective of YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. So
you've been running into a lot of YouTubers then?
Dre is down here. I know that Master, what's his name? Master One Teacher is here. I know Driz is down here.
Driz TV, yeah, he there.
TV's here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with my boy, New Jersey Nomad. We're in two different cities right now, but we'll link back up really soon. And then there's a couple other YouTubers here, man. It's Chopper. He Haitian. He had a Chopper TV. He's out of Sao Paulo. It's a lot of YouTubers here, man.
Austin Holloman's out there.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, you're right. Wow, it's a lot. Yeah. But Brazil is big. It's like being in the States, you know what I mean? Right. Somebody could be like in LA and you could be in Philly. So it's like y'all in the same country, but so far away.
That's kind of good though, because now that you got a lot of brothers out there, it's like y'all can sometimes coordinate and try to hook up and do some things, party, make content or whatever.
Yeah, man.
That's a good thing.
No, you're 100% right about that. I'm here with you, man. Somebody said something. They told me all the views that I had. I want to put that up. Just in case research said y'all got 2,000, I guess 600 or 600 videos and 13.8 million views. So I'm almost at 14.
Congratulations.
I'm grinding. Thank you, man. It's just a grind, man. It's a grind. You know what I mean? I don't look good. I don't speak the best. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this YouTube. I am female. Females have an easier time on YouTube. You know what I mean? Not to be biased or anything like that. But if they look good, they dress good, they could just talk about how they put their makeup on in the morning. When you're a guy, you more have to have a storyline of what you're saying. Like, people have to believe your story to follow you. But
like you gotta keep their attention.
Yeah. Mr. Dakis, you get burnt out sometime, man. I did a lot of videos, man. So I'm getting burnt out. They're not like the best edited videos or anything like that, but I mean, take time to sit down there, add a laptop, chop and edit it. When you do a video, you gotta sit in the video, watch the video, see what you're gonna keep, see what you're not gonna keep. Sometimes it takes time and effort.
That's why when it comes to content, I'm probably the laziest person, and it's kind of bad because I want to do it, but I'm like, So I mean, I'll give you your props, man, because motivational wise, it's not there for me.
No, I understand. No, you
Yeah.
got this. This is a type of job you got to want to do it. I don't mind editing. I don't mind putting the long hours in. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm getting the results. If I got almost 14 million views, I mean, almost at 14 million views. That's like, to me, is like insanity in itself. That's a lot of views, man. I would have never,
Right.
in the beginning, never thought I would even touch like that type of views. Almost at 14 million views, man. This is crazy.
Can you imagine how many people around the world, not just in the US, but somewhere like far flung on the other side of the globe is watching?
Yeah, they hit me up on Instagram and we talk, man.
Yeah.
Guys from England, guys. I got a guy watching from Brazil. Oh, what's his name? Wilson. Well, I call him Wilson. Wilson P. Wilson D. He's in Thailand right now. I
Right.
got guys watching in Australia. Africa got my back. I know the channel will go. I don't even know why I'm playing around with the African movement. I need to go to
Right.
Africa. I know Africa. When I step foot on that continent, the channel will go because a lot of people, man, a lot of people in Africa, man, a lot of
Yeah.
people in Africa, they support me, man. They support me. They always give me positive. Like my boys in Sudan, Ghana, Kenya got my back.
Right.
And people from South Africa have reached out to me on plenty of occasions. Like, it's a lot of. I met people. I did a video with a girl in Brazil from
Right.
Mozambique, so Mozambique knows about me. I didn't even know they spoke Portuguese in Mozambique. I'm learning this as I go along.
Oh yeah.
I'm learning this. I'm like getting on a job training, man, because you don't really hear about the countries that speak Portuguese because English and Spanish, and then like the Mandarin and the Cantonese, what is the Chinese languages? That's the languages everybody you hear people always talk about that they speak. So I mean, it's a big following, man. It's been a good ride, man. I definitely this is the best job I ever had, man. I thank God every day that I met Iowa, and because I would have never thought about it on my own. He was like, "You should be a YouTuber." I was as good, just like supporting other YouTubers. He said,
Right.
"No, man, you got what it takes. You could be a YouTuber." Now I look at it, 2,000 plus videos, 13.8 million views, man. Yeah, you just get down sometimes, Mr. Diggins. You get down sometimes. That's all.
Right. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
take like a break.
you gotta take a break sometime, man. And I don't know if you ever heard of Fortaleza. I know you well traveled, so you.
Yeah. I mean, I never been to Brazil, but I have heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I can tell you, because you into culture and arts and all that,
Yeah.
they embrace their black heritage here.
I
They
noticed.
they make us in the U.S. look like we hide it.
Yeah, like we behind, like we the ones that's behind.
Yeah, like we behind and
Mm-hmm.
they ahead of us. Like you'll
Yep.
see girls walking down the street with African gear on. Never been to
Yeah.
Africa one day in their life, but they
And
have
they
a
got
whole Afro.
afros. Yep.
Afros, they rock them they rock the afros more than they rock straight hair. Like
Come on.
they know. And you ask someone like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm black. I'm Afro Brazilian. Like they
Yep.
proud of it. They proud.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you that in a minute. Even ones that's really light skinned, like they
Yeah.
probably half white, half black. They like, I'm Afro. I'm Afro
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brazilian. They so down with the culture here. I met a girl that she looked white to me on the outside. I'm looking at her like, "Oh, this is a white girl."
Yeah.
She said, I'm black. And she broke it down. One of her grandparents is black.
Right.
She said, well, my dad's mom was black and his dad was white. Like he was.
Right.
I was like, all right, you got black.
Yeah. And who are we to question her identity?
I know, but she identifies with being black. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. They know the history. They know the culture. Yeah, they really. Yeah, they run a laps around the U.S. when it comes
Yeah.
to like Afrocentrism. Was
Yeah.
it Afrocentric? Yeah, they
Yeah.
run a laps around us, so
They on it. I've
yeah,
seen it.
man. Because for a girl in the States, and I'm not trying to. People always think when we do these videos, we always trying to bash the U.S. I love the U.S. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up at.
Right.
I got a lot of friends there. I make
Mhm.
money there. I'm making money on YouTube because of the U.S. Everything I got from the U.S. But
Right.
if you see a girl in the States wearing an afro, people look down on her like, oh, she ain't got money to get her hair done. That's why
Right.
she got that. Like they always have some negative connotation about it. But here, like, I mean, it's crazy. Guys, girl, everybody wearing afro, like wearing dashikis, the shirts.
Right.
I mean, like, damn, man.
Well, see,
They
There's another thing, and maybe you could provide some information on this. But even when the sisters here, even when they do want to wear it natural, their jobs don't allow it. So I don't know what the climate is for Brazil. Like, will their jobs like keep them from working if they wear their natural hair? Because
I
that's
think,
another element.
yeah, I think some jobs, because they say it's racism. And I talked to the black Brazilians, and they tell me, yeah, because I told them I don't really feel it. They like, well, you African American. They know you might have a couple of dollars. They know it costs money for you to travel down here, and you
Right.
stand in our country. So you black, but you ain't black to them. They see like, oh, this guy, he's a different type of black. But
Right.
they
Yeah.
do get discriminated against. So I would think some jobs that keep them out of certain positions
Right.
will force them to adapt to the criteria that they want them to adapt to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm sure I could ask my Brazilian friend. I'm sure there's some jobs that they can't get if they wear afros and stuff like that.
Right. So maybe that part's still the same.
Yeah, but they're probably not as strong
Mm-hmm.
as we are in the U.S. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't like talking bad about the U.S. or anything, but
Just different comparison.
Yeah, they have a lot of racism down here, but I don't
Right.
think it's nothing like how we experience in the States. But they do have it here. I know they get a lot of the police brutality situations every year. They've told me
Right.
some incidents with some with some black people down here and how they dealt with them, and they just like it's here too. But they
Mm-hmm.
they really proud of their Afro culture, and I like that, man. I
That's
like
what's
that,
up.
man. I like that, man. They'll tell you in a second, I'm Afro Brazilian. Like you don't even gotta ask me; they just tell you, like, I'm Afro.
Right.
Some blacks are so confused in the States now. They
Yeah.
don't even want to say that they don't even say they African American. They'll
Yeah.
be
That's
like,
fighting words.
oh, why I gotta say I'm African American? I'm American.
Yeah.
American. But
Right.
the Italians, if you talk to Italians, they be like, I'm Italian American. If you talk
Yeah.
to the Irish, I'm Irish American. But when it comes to blacks, it's like you
Yeah.
just got to be African. They don't want us to say we African American. Because I grew up, I went to an all white school. I went to George Washington. You familiar with the Philadelphia area? I
Yeah.
went to George Washington High, where you could count all the black guys that went there and black girls that went there, because it wasn't that many of us.
Yeah. You got Italy. You got Little Italy where you at and where I'm at. You
Yeah.
got Little Italy's.
Yeah, and they used to talk.
Come
And I used
on.
to talk to them, and I talk to my Italian boys, and they like, "Yo, I'm Italian American.
Right. And
I'm
they got the
Irish
Italian
American."
flags in front of their
Yeah.
house.
Oh yeah, they speak
Yep.
Italian. Like they have to know Italian. I remember one of my buddies in college. One day, I'm chilling with the guy all this time, and then one day he's like, "I gotta make a call back to Italy." My
Yep.
man is talking fluent Italian. I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't know you knew Italian. He's like, "Yo, bro, at
The
my house."
grandmoms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said we had to speak Italian. Like he said, I couldn't even speak English. With my
Right.
man, like, yo, we all speak English. Like,
Right.
why we got? But they make sure their kids keep that tradition.
Right.
He was like, I had to talk it in my house. He said I had
Yeah.
to talk like we said when I'm at home, we talk Italian. Like my pop won't even answer me if I answer him in English. My grandpop won't answer me if I talk to him in English. Like,
Right.
like I was like, damn. He said, yeah, it's like that. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Like you learn English, that's just for you to get out there in the real world and function. But
Yeah.
in the house, you keep it in the culture.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it was culture in the house, and then when he go out, he can talk.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. So I was like, damn. I was like, damn, I didn't even know you spoke. He's like, yeah, man, I know that fluently, man. He said, I was a kid. My mom taught me a time, like, well, why we just can't speak English? Like, oh man. I'm here with you. I'm just looking at some of these comments too.
Nah, go ahead.
We got Cuts, yeah. Cuts said, hey, all's good in the mix. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, shout out to Fitness and Travel Life. We talk, man. We've been talking and stuff. Shout out to Fitness and Travel
Yeah,
Life.
big up Fitness.
Yeah, we've been talking.
I ain't got nothing to do with I can't answer that question. I got nothing. I got nothing. I can't. This ain't even my program anyway. This is yours, so I can't answer that.
Man, bro, like
hot potato.
Yeah, like I'm gonna talk to them. Like we go back and forth. I go back and forth with them all the time, yo.
Yeah.
Like my channel ain't this type of channel. It's like if you want to know that, I mean, I can tell you, like, if you want to date Brazilian girls, they good woman to date. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
out of all the countries I've been to, they cool. They down to earth, and they legit. And they not trying to get you for your money or this and that.
Okay.
They genuine for the most part for the ones that I've encountered down here in Brazil. And I've talked to other guys, expats that's living here. But as far as that, man, like I ain't that type of channel, man. For like that's like an X-rated question, man. Like
and it's too early too. Ain't it 5 o'clock? Well, over here on the East Coast is 5. What time is it over there?
It's 6 o'clock here. Yeah.
Oh, so that's an after hours question.
Yeah, man. It's like it's enough. It's enough content out there that it's a YouTuber that specializes in them type of topics.
Right. I got nothing.
Yeah, but obviously it's something good in Brazil for guys to keep coming down here and ladies to come down here. They good people, man. I'm gonna leave it like that. But yeah, we ain't. They just be doing too much, man. Some people like, yo, don't even answer them. But me, I try to be fair and at least give them an explanation.
Just get your passport. You find out.
Yeah, get a passport. You can come and check it out. Okay, I guess Black Diamond said, Philly, you have to learn another skill besides YouTube, so you have income diversity. Well, I'm doing the Amazon thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Amazon thing as well. I'm not fully trained or anything like that, but I am helping Master Wayne with the Amazon. So I'm in that direction to do that full time as well. And then I got some other stuff going on, but yeah, you do need a couple different streams of income when you travel. I would say, to be fair, to be comfortable, at least 3. But if some guys travel like they was ex-military, so they get the pension, or they work another job somewhere and they get a good pension.
Yep.
Which your pension might not be nothing in the States, but here, oh man, you a king in these countries with your pension.
Yeah. That's why I'm grinding. That's where I'm trying to get to. Yeah. Until like soon as I get my mortgage paid off, it's on. Because I'm already entitled to a pension. It's just for most of us that live in the US, if you like to travel, your main goal is, if you want to travel more, you might want to get that mortgage paid off, or just rent your house, or rent space in your house or the entire home.
Yeah, because it makes it hard to travel, especially you being American. I see a lot of Europeans travel, but their cost of living for them is a lot less. It's a lot cheaper. The US, the US, like I said, I love the US. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them like that. But I got to keep it real. The more you travel, and you a travel brother too, so you know, like you were saying, the mortgage holds a lot of people back. They paying $3,000, $2,000, $4,000.
Right. Yep.
And then you got to pay your cell phone bill. You got your internet bill. You got to eat. Don't
taxes.
know if you married. Taxes. Don't know if you got kids. Like
kids.
It add up. It
food.
Add up.
Yep.
Food, and gas to get to work.
Right.
Gas to get wherever you got to get, even if you're working from home. Like it adds up, man. A lot of people don't understand. It takes away from you traveling. It's almost like you in a. That's why we call it the Matrix. That's why people keep talking about the U.S. and this Matrix thing. Like it's like you make enough money, but you and then when you do have time to travel, they don't let you travel that much. Like I used to work for Walgreens, a drugstore chain. Like I thought it was. I worked 5 years for them to get 3 weeks for vacation.
And then you got to fight when you got to fight with them just to get that.
Yeah, because
I had to negotiate with mine.
Yeah, because you got other employees.
Yeah.
I remember you got other employees, so they want to take vacation. Like Mikey Bobby Seals is taking his vacation from here and there, so you can't tell. I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah.
I worked a whole couple years to get this type of vacation.
Right.
You tell me I can't take it on this day because 8 other employees is taking it on that same week, and we're gonna be short staffed.
And don't let it be a holiday, because it's first come, first serve.
Yeah, it's like seniority. We used to always pull that seniority move. Like, seniority. Like, when people used to argue, they like, well, Mikey been here 10 years. Well, Mikey got 15 years on the job, so seniority. So you're never gonna get off on a big Christmas and Thanksgiving or whatever holiday, whatever 4th of July, whatever you want to do. Because they always would get the big holidays, man.
And them the ones that need to retire, but they don't want to retire because they don't know what they want to do after they retire. Them the ones that really need a passport.
Yeah, it's really scary. For some people, it's scary, man, to retire because you gave your best years of your life, 20, 30 years to a job, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, maybe your 50s, maybe your 60s, maybe your 30s, maybe your 40s. And now, you was busting yourself for them, making them rich, because that's what you do when you work for a company. Make them rich. And now you don't know what to do with yourself, and then you go home and you're depressed, and you ain't got nothing to do. That's why people die young. But I notice in these countries, people don't have nowhere in the same ballpark money we have, but they're a lot more happier and a
Yo,
lot more friendlier than we are in the States.
I seen some dudes that's like from Africa,
Uh-huh.
60 years old, and they carry themselves like they young.
See? Because they happy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, money can't buy you happiness. It can buy you a good life, but it
Mm-hmm.
can't buy you. At the end of the day, you got to sleep in your bed. There's gonna be times when you're alone, and if you know truly if you happy or not. And money can't buy you happiness.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that. It can buy you a lot of nice things. It can buy
Mm-hmm.
you entertainment for a moment, but there's sometimes when you by yourself in the bathroom or whatever you do in your life, like I mean, it's not going to buy you happiness.
Right. Yeah.
But they are happy. Like you said, in the African countries, people are happy. The people in Brazil, man, happy, man.
Yep.
Happy. I'm watching them. You know, I'm a people watch. I'm watching their moves. I'm like, all right, he was happy today. Let's see if I meet up with this guy tomorrow. Will he be still happy? Same personality. 2 weeks later, still happy. 3 weeks later, still happy. I mean, almost 2
Mm-hmm.
months, still happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They rich in life experience. They got the network. Those are the things that keep them happy. Not
Yeah.
trying to stun on everybody and trying to keep up with the Joneses, showing off. Oh, I got more than you. Most places, if they got more, they sharing. That's more to share.
Yeah, that's true.
Right or wrong.
You're 100% right about that.
Yeah.
100%. 100% right about that. Somebody said, we talk about Africa. Worship the King said, go to Namibia, was Nairobi, and says Tanzania.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Definitely, man.
think
That's
it's a
one of
good.
the,
Yeah. I think it's really. I think that's a good thing to consider going to Africa. I think I should go too. That's a good that is a good point. I think I should go to Africa too.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's a good point. Yeah.
that's on that's actually on my heart, man. To go to Africa. Like I traveled all these countries, Brazil and them is nice, but I've been to Haiti and all that. My boys used back in the day used to call Haiti. I used to go to Haiti all the time. They're like, oh, that's the halfway house. They always
Yeah.
call it that. They're like, you got to go
Really?
to Africa. Yeah, they say you got to go to the
Right.
motherland. You know, they just hate.
Yeah.
You know, cats got to hate the state. You know, they call it the halfway house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
do want to
That's.
go to Africa, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely should put the motherland on a bucket list.
Yeah, and then another thing, man, I should even do a live about this, man, and talk to some people. I could ask you, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers we travel, but a lot of us don't go to Africa. Like they avoid that. Even the ones with money. There's
Yeah.
some YouTubers that got money. Like they don't
Right.
have to do YouTube. They got money before YouTube. But nobody
Mm-hmm.
like I notice a lot. Well, I'm gonna speak for the African American YouTubers.
Right.
They don't like to sit in Africa. I noticed that they'll sit in Thailand forever. They'll sit in the Dominican Republic. They'll sit in Brazil. They'll sit in Colombia. They'll sit in any other country, but they don't sit in Africa. I noticed that people like avoid that
Right.
continent like the plague. Now we got some guys, there's some YouTubers there, and I'm not talking about the African YouTubers. That's home for them.
Right.
So
We
they
talking
got
about us.
yeah, us
Yeah.
African
Mm-hmm.
Americans. Yeah,
Right.
we don't sit there. I noticed. I watch some female YouTuber. I ain't gonna put them out there, put them on blast like that.
Right.
She's always talking. She did a video about excuses why not. She did a video on excuses why she couldn't stay in Africa. She's like, oh, the visas are expensive and this and that. I'm like, I
Yeah.
see you in Europe spending weeks and months in Paris.
Yeah.
Paris ain't cheap.
Neither is England.
Yeah, England ain't cheap. Italy ain't cheap.
Yeah.
And you sitting in there for months.
Right.
But when it comes to Africa, it's like 50 the visas and then the transportation and
Nah.
this and that. And I want to get your perspective because you go to Africa a lot.
Yes.
Is it easy to move around there on the bus? And I know by flight you can move around with no problem.
Listen, it's even easier now than 20 years ago. Cause the thing is, I'll give you my perspective, how I move, because normally, like, I will get a driver to take me places. I just work them out, give them a couple of hours for like either the day or the night, right? But now, because everything you got everything is so technologically advanced, they got a lot of versions of Uber.
Okay.
So you just download the app on your phone, and most countries got Uber or something similar, right?
Yes.
So as far as getting around, that's not a problem. Just especially for a foreigner, you just pull out your phone, you type in where you want to go, and if you don't know where you want to go, you just go to your first time going somewhere in Africa, you just go to your hotel and just say, listen, I want to know if I can get somebody to take me different places. During the daytime, want somebody to take you to the nightlife, bar hop. You just work something out. Somebody from the hotel, they know somebody that could, give you, that could recommend you somebody. You just give them $2, $30 for the night or the day, So getting around, that's not a problem. If you don't want to negotiate with a regular taxi, because that's a pain right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they make it hard. Like, I mean, what I'm saying really is like country to country. Like, say you in Uganda, you want to go to Rwanda. For some reason,
you mean that way? You talking about cross country?
Yeah, country to country.
Oh,
they make
well,
they make it like, the visas are expensive. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to do some research, like, to see what the most expensive visa is. Now I know Ghana is knocking people over the head right now with the I don't know if they still doing the COVID test for them.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not.
Like $150 if you got the vaccine or not, you still have to take the. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The thing, I know what you're talking about. So the thing with like going cross country, it is expensive if you're going from one country, because there is a female who did make that point, like it's, if you're going from one country in Europe to another, you in the European Union, so you don't have to worry about that. But like for somebody, if you from Africa and you go to another country, if it's like if you East African and you go to another East African country, it's easy for them. But for you, it might be a little bit challenging. But like, and if you flying from one country to another, it's more expensive. But it's cheaper if you take the bus, but it's longer.
Yeah.
So that part, it is expensive. But still, if you were traveling and you got the money, then I think it depends on the region too, because if you go to Uganda, you can apply for the East African visa, right? Okay. So that means like Uganda, Tanzania, and another country. I don't remember which it is. So it's like you can use that visa. So it's like all you got, you just got to know what your options are. If you in those three, if you in that East African region, you just apply for that passport. I'm sorry, did you just apply for that visa? And you won't, just that one time thing is you can go in and out of those different countries multiple times until it expire.
Okay.
You just got to do your research.
Yeah, just do 3 countries, 3 or 4 countries. Like, all right, I'm gonna hit these, like you said, the East African countries. I'm gonna do like 4 countries. Whatever I can get that visa to go in and out of them 3 or 4 countries and do that for one trip, or just do that one area, and then when that burns out, then fly to like South Africa or something like that.
Right. Yep. And you have an American passport, so that's so it's pretty strong.
Yeah, you can get anywhere in that American passport.
Right.
Yeah, then my friend was telling me, what you say? I'm listening.
No, I was gonna say, but the problem with like what you coming from a country, a richer country, they will charge you more for visas compared to like if you like from another developing country. That's the only issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
We here, man. We got somebody else coming on Hawk real quick. We're gonna put him.
Okay.
Stay on, Dave. This man, you hometown team. We used to do these videos. Remember that?
Yeah, appreciate that.
Stay on, Dave. This man, you hometown team. Oh, he went off. I think because he got to put down his
the volume.
Yeah, the volume. Okay. Yeah, but I really want to explore Africa, man, because I feel like being a black man, you can go a lot of places, but you need to go to Africa, to the motherland, just to check it out. You know what I mean?
Can I add something else to what you were talking about earlier? I noticed it's more Black American women that are going and doing content in Africa than men.
I do notice that too.
It's way more. And as a matter of fact, you see a lot of them. They become expats. They getting married. They got kids. You know what I'm saying? So they doing it. So if you want to talk about us, like people running laps around us, the sisters running laps around us.
He said they running laps around us.
Yeah, they up there getting their kings.
Yeah, because I know a chick from LA. She go there all the time. She goes every Christmas. She's there for like 2-3 months at a time, and she built a house out there already too.
Right. See, the women are doing it.
Here, let me add him. This is a Big Hawk.
See, the women are doing it.
Yo, you have to take the volume down. Here, let me add him. This is a Big Hawk.
See, the women are doing it.
Hawk, you have to take the volume down. Here, let me add him. This is a Big Hawk.
See, the women are doing it. You gotta hit the mute.
I can. Hope we put the volume down. I muted him real quick. Did you take the volume down?
No.
Hope we put the volume down. I muted him real quick. Did you take the volume? Put the volume down. They gotta be completely down. Put the volume down. I muted him real quick. Did you take the volume? Put the volume down. They gotta be completely down. Put the volume down. Like the day, I'll let you get it fixed.
Turn the speaker. You might have turned the speakers off.
Yeah, turn the speakers off. He said, "Turn the speakers off." Mr. Dakin said, "Turn the speakers off completely." You can talk. We gonna hear you. We gonna hear you. Speakers off. He said, "Turn the speakers off." Mr. Dakin said, "Turn the speakers off completely." You can talk. We gonna hear you. We gonna hear you. Speakers off. He said, He got like a delay too. I don't understand.
Yeah.
He got a delay. Hold on, Big Hawk. We here with you. We'll give you a check. Just turn everything down. You can still talk. It could be the volume could be almost zero. You can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Africa's a big deal, man. It's definitely a place worth going.
I'm supposed to be going. I don't want to put myself out there, but I'm supposed to be going real soon.
Okay. So you're gonna probably retire out there. Then definitely you're gonna retire in Ethiopia.
What I plan on doing is like I want to do 6 months, different countries.
Okay.
But mostly Africa, do Ethiopia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, then take it to Jamaica. Anywhere I'm able to do something for 3 to 6 months, right? All over overseas and then back over here. And because I don't want to move overseas completely.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at least not initially. I mean, if it works out that way, whatever the spirit leads, that's how I would like. But initially, I want to do 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Let me try to put them back on real quick.
Yo.
We hear you now. Perfect.
What's going on, B?
Not much, Big Hawk. What's going on?
Salute, man.
And my boy, Mr. Davis, is in here too.
How you doing, brother?
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Listen, man, when I was first down, this brother right here gave me encouragement, man. He spread the word for me, man. If it was for him, it would have never happened, B. I thank you a lot, brother. Salute, man.
Yeah, salute, Don.
Yes, sir. Right. Don't give up, because I'm right behind you, man. Because if you give up, then I will give up. I can't give up. I'm following you.
All right, I'm gonna keep pushing,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Just like I said, there's just a whole bunch of outs. I got a son, 8-year-old son.
Right.
Some problems with that situation. It's a lot of stress, and then the views. I'm not getting the views that I want to get, but it's just because I'm a full-time YouTuber. You know what I mean? So you expect that.
Hey, I only got 530 subscribers, but I'm gonna keep going, man. It takes time for me.
It's gonna grow. I see we got Sin City in here too. Let me put him in the chat. Hold on 1 second. We got 4 people. It's a party tonight. What's up, my brother?
Yo, what's up?
Salute, man.
What's up with y'all? Salute,
everything good.
Salute. Oh, I'm doing outstanding. How y'all doing?
Good, I'm doing good. Make sure everybody follows. I got that movement. # Just Us, man, for dudes, man. # Just Us, man. We got to look out for each other. That's it. Word.
Sure. Cool vibes, man. That's what's up, man. Sin City, what's going on with you, champ?
I'm just living, man. Just happy to be here, man. I just wanted to jump on and say, yeah, keep grinding. Even when things get tough, that's the best part. I always say I find pleasure in pain. That's the best part about it. When you start to feel that pain and when things get uneasy, that means you're doing something right. If things are too easy and it's going too well, then you may be doing things wrong. So I say that means that's a great feeling to have. I always say, look at the glass halfway full. So that's an outstanding feeling to have. If things are getting tough and things are starting to get a little rocky, Keep that going. Keep pushing. Keep the pedal on the metal. Even if you have to take a step back for a moment, keep
Okay.
pushing. Because
I
we
hear
love
you,
you
brother.
out
Love you
here.
out here.
Definitely got put on with you by your oh, was that me? Is that me?
No, that was my boy,
That ain't
Mr.
me.
Diggins. Hold on. I'm on. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm here.
Okay.
What you say? I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I was saying I definitely got put on by your videos that you did in Haiti. Those videos were outstanding. To me, I mean, I would say that was your best work that I've seen. I just felt like that was just astronomically crazy. I had never seen anyone really go into Haiti and just really give us a full view and really go into detail about the history of Haiti. It seems as if, and this is something that me and my guys talk about a lot. Shout out to In the Streets with Keith and the whole C3. But we talk about us as black males, we only want to travel to, we call it the big four. And that's
Yep.
Dominican Republic, Thailand, Colombia, and Brazil.
Brazil.
That's
Yep.
it. Right.
That's it.
So when you dipped over and went to Haiti, what's going on? Is that me?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
gonna do it
when you
again.
dipped over and went to Haiti, it was like, wow, you know, I've always wanted to see Haiti. You know, me being, I'm Congolese, I'm actually African myself. So me getting the history of Haiti, you going diving deep into Haiti, that was like outstanding to me. Then from there, you just kept pushing and kept going on and on and on and on and on. So more what I'm saying is you definitely should go to Africa. I just came back from Congo maybe 2 months ago. I spent about a month out there myself. I would say most definitely you need to touch there. That's probably one continent that's uninhabited by us as African Americans. It seems as if we shy away from it. I have my own thoughts of why, but go ahead.
Why do you think? Why do you, not to cut you off? Why do you think you shy away from it?
Well, I think there's a compartment of two different stigmas. I think one, I think in the States, I think, well, me being Congolese, I think African Americans have this thing that with Africans in the States, and they don't feel that they're accepted. Maybe that's one part I look at, and then us as African American travelers, I just believe that we go where it's easy, and we go where it's trying to look for the best word to say. We go where it's popular. So if you notice, everyone was going to DR first. Then everybody's going to Colombia.
Yep.
Then everybody's going to Brazil.
Yeah.
Now we know where everybody's going now. Now it's Thailand. So it's like we kind of follow each other. And then once we go somewhere else, we kind of talk down on the others who are somewhere else. Like, okay, yeah, I'm over here. Y'all ain't over here. We over here doing big over here. Look at y'all over here. Y'all ain't doing nothing. So it's just that constant ego thing. It's just that constant crab in the bucket mentality. We take it out of the States and then we bring it worldwide.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right on the nose with that. I was talking with my boy, Mr. Diggins. Let me try to bring him back in there. I see you, Big Hawk, here too. Let me see if it works.
Yes,
sir. Is it good now?
You good, Diggins?
Yeah.
Yeah. The brother, you said he go to Africa. He's of African descent. And he gave a little breakdown why a lot of African Americans don't go to Africa, man. What's your take on that? And then I'm gonna ask Big Hawk, what's your take on that?
He actually did tap into something that I want to be real brief about, because I did notice that some people came at me one time when I was on a live and they asked me like about the big three, and I'm like, and my response was like, yeah, I have only been to the Dominican Republic, and I stated I broke the unmitigated law by stating that Brazil is not on my bucket list. And some people went off the rails because I said that. And I stated that I went to Jamaica, and somebody in the comments was like, oh, he went to you chose Jamaica over Brazil. And it's like, yeah, I mean, Brazil is not on my bucket list. And it's like, so I agree. And it's like, now you got guys that's like stunting on me because I didn't go to Brazil. And it's not because I can't. It's like, it's just not on my bucket list. There's nothing that motivated me that would make me want to go to Brazil. And, I mean, I like, and I pleaded the case, and I pleaded now. It's like, I like where I like going. And, I also like going to certain places because it's, to me, it's, I mean, people obviously they go there, but it's like among this community, it's untapped. So you know what Sin City said, I agree 100,000%. You know, I don't want to go where everybody else is going. I want to do my thing. And it's like if a country isn't on my bucket list, even like Colombia, that's also not on my bucket list. So it's like, you know, I prefer, you know, for me, I prefer to do a lot of global trotting in Africa. So, you know, he made a real good point.
I'm guilty of that too, man. I feel like I should have been to Africa by now. You know what I mean? I go to Haiti and stuff like that, but like it's a big burden on my back to go to Africa. I gotta get knocked that out. I have to go. And when I go, I gotta sit there for a while. I gotta make a statement. I can't go there just for a couple of weeks. Just how I go to Brazil and I treat the Dominican Republic and Colombia, I gotta treat Africa like that too. I gotta sit there. If I sit in 2 countries for 6 months, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah. But you gotta like what you like, though. You know, you go there because you want to go, not because you know you feel like you obligated to check off a list, or somebody say you ain't really traveled until you go where we go. I mean, you go where you want to go, right?
No,
I mean, like every guy that's saying go where you celebrate it. So it's like go where you celebrate it, not where everybody tell you where you supposed to go.
Yeah, no, it's always been big on my list, man. You know, I hung out with a lot of Nigerians. I hung out with a lot of people from Ghana, a lot of people from Sudan. I worked in Alaska in the seafood industry, and there's a whole bunch of East Africans there from Sudan, from Eritrea,
right?
From what's the other country, man? What is it's off the what is it, man? I should know the Somalia.
Right.
So I mean, they always been good people, man. I like, man, I want to go to your country and check it out. And you know, they would cook the food, and I would eat the food and hear the music, and they would tell me about the struggles and stuff. Like I didn't even know that Sudan, when I was working in Alaska, the country separated. The South Sudan from Northern Sudan, separated. I was like,
that's more recent. Yep.
Yeah. And they was giving me their opinions on that and stuff. It's a lot to learn, but I always wanted to go to Africa. I always wanted to sit there. But like Sin City was saying, like growing up in the States, man, it's just like we like fad trappers. Like whatever black people do, African Americans do, and I can say that because we black, we're more like fad travelers, if that makes sense. Right. Like Brazil is the hot place to go. That's why they look down on you, Mr. Davis, for going somewhere else. They like, oh, he's outside of the box. He's doing something different. Right. When I go to El Salvador, how dare you? I go to Central America. I go to El Salvador. El Salvador, Central America. None of these people ain't never been there, but they swear it's the most dangerous country in the world. I think Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I'm from, is the most dangerous place in the world.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Big Hawk, what you got to say on this, man? We talking about going to Africa and traveling, outside of the box. What you got to say? What you think?
Well, as we was young, y'all don't remember growing up where they used to have the Feed a Hungry Child, and they always had the Africa, and they showed it where it was bad. They never showed us the good parts of Africa. They showed us the bad parts of Africa, and it's sad that if you go to Mexico, if you go to Cuba, if you go, like you said, Brazil, these people dig into their African heritage. They more African and black than we are. That don't make sense. And the women in Africa, I did a video and I put, listen, man, these African women are bad as hell. They are beautiful. Like I'm talking to a woman right now from Ghana, chocolate short. Listen, man, these travelers are missing out. These African women are back. What? They will smoke a lot of these American women out of the water. Hands down. I hate to say that. I'm just being honest. They would smoke them. What?
Yeah.
They got to start, go to Africa. I'm trying to go to Ghana probably by next year.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. And what I want to do is do like y'all say, stay in Ghana, then maybe travel from Ghana to another part of Africa, another part. Just keep traveling and filming and getting different views and stuff like that. But these African women are begging you. These guys, I hate. Keep going to Brazil and stuff like that. Just keep African with me.
Yo, that's what I'm trying to say. You better than me. You're a better salesman than me because I'm there you go. Because I don't say nothing.
What? Even Uganda, beautiful, dark chocolate, natural hair, none of that wigs.
Body.
Just, oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not like red beauty like that? Oh my gosh.
Just to dive
it's
in
fanatic, man.
Just to dive in on that and to touch on that is the thing about that is like, I don't know why, but we have this stigma where we just, and like I said, a lot of my guys, we talk about this all the time, but we have this thing with this Kim Kardashian look. Everybody wants that Kim Kardashian. Nobody wants that chocolate. You know what I mean? Nobody wants that brown. You in particular.
But you're one of the few brothers.
Me too.
There's a reason why these guys are going to the Dominican Republic. There's a reason why they're going to Colombia. There's a reason why they're going to Brazil. There's a reason why they're going to Thailand. They're looking for a specific look. They're not looking for a natural look. They're not looking for a chocolate look. They're not looking for that. They're not looking for someone that looks like themselves. And that goes back to us being in the States. It goes back in history from us being in the States, and we all know what happened when we were in the States in history and etc. And us wanting something lighter and having that lighter fetish, and that's where it really is stemming from. That's what most black men prefer. I'm not saying us. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
That's what they're shooting for.
When I was younger, I was the only one in my crew that liked chocolate dark women with natural hair. Everybody else is going for the lightest girls, green eyes. But I'm looking at the midnight black, beautiful with the nice, and I'm sitting there going, my goodness. like, they are so beautiful. People don't understand natural beauty. It's horrible. I don't understand that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, when I was in Ghana, I almost had a heart attack and a headache because it's, you know what I'm saying. You're not used to that. Here, when I was there, it was like I don't want to sell it too much, but I almost had a heart attack. Telling you.
I mean, and another thing is that people don't realize that Africa has all complexions. They think that Africa is just only dark skin. Like, no.
Yeah.
My man Honorary, he's been there. He knows. It's not just dark skin. They have brown, they have dark skin, they have light skin, they have all complexions. Just like I saw Stacey Dash. I saw different, like any celebrity that you can name, I seen them. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yep. On top of that, look at the culture that you're diving into. On top of that, look at the things that you can adventure and the things that you can see. Like Africa is just somewhere as far as on the YouTube platform as far as Americans, it just hasn't been tapped into yet. And if
I've seen like two people. I've seen two people. Two guys was the only one I seen on YouTube that went to Africa. Two
people. You know what I mean?
Two guys. Two guys. That was it. Everybody else, Brazil, Colombia.
Right. Do you know how many YouTube? Go ahead.
I said the Dominican Republic, like you were saying. Dior, it's stacked. They got like 60 probably African American YouTubers there.
More.
And it might be more than that.
Way more. It might be more. It might be more. It might be 100. No, seriously, like
wow. And more coming.
And more coming, because that's like where everybody pretty much starts. That's another thing that we talk about, but that's pretty much where everybody starts their foundation is DR.
I'm starting in Africa, man. I'm starting in Africa. That's where I start. I'm starting over there. And I'm gonna end up there. Right in Ghana. Yes, sir. That's where I'm starting.
If somebody can go out there and make Africa look cool, like I said, Philly Dom, if you could go out there, if anybody was to go out there and make it actually look cool, actually talk to traverse with the people, actually show the scenery, show the nightlife, just show everything, etc., and make it look cool on video, that would take your page. You see what happened when you were in Haiti. What do you think is going to happen if you was in Africa?
Right.
It's gonna go. I feel that it'll go if I go to Africa. Africa is heavy on the list. I feel that I will go in Africa. Because another thing that I have a lot of, like the other YouTubers, I don't really speak good Spanish. I don't speak other languages. So it's hard for me. But I do notice that in the places that I can speak English, like Brazil, like you can check me. You can check my channel on it. Belize, when I was in Belize, they speak English. They speak with like a Jamaican dialect. Videos was going through the roof because I could communicate well with the people. So Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, all them countries speak English.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gold mine for me. Like, far as me, I can maneuver. And I like going to the nightclubs and hanging out in the spots like that. Some people do it just because they content creators. You got some guys do it just because that's the footage they need. But I don't mind going out to the nightclub. I don't mind hanging out late. It's just who I am. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just that. That's who I would. I'm that type of person. If I wasn't recording on camera, I would still take me here, take me there, take me there.
Yeah, and it's cheap too.
I know, man. I know. They knocking people in the head. I used to live in Miami. They knocking people in the head. And I don't even know how people can party in the States no more. I don't know how you
It's too expensive. No, it's too expensive. Everything. I'm from New York City. The city right now, the prices they doubled now. Now it's too. It's just too. It's horrible here. It's just too expensive. And then you still got to worry about getting killed because New York City went back to the 70s. They went back to now. The new thing in New York, what they doing? They pushing people on the train tracks. I'm serious.
Wow.
They pushing people on the. People are getting killed and hurt. They're pushing people on the train track. That's why they say when you come to New York on the train, you got to stand next to the wall. If you're not paying attention, you're going on the train tracks, man. They bugging out right now. That's why I don't want to party here. Cats is getting stabbed up or no. They went back to the 70s and 80s. They just went backwards. It's hard, man. It's hard. I work in New York City now, but I moved to Jersey. But it's just horrible in New York. It's not a good place to live now. Not a good place. So you saying if I had $200, that won't? What's $200 going to do in New York for a nightlife? Nothing. No, nothing, bro.
Seriously,
I'm serious. You better be very, very cheap. You better be going to big. And even let me tell you something. For a McDonald's meal, I don't eat meat. I eat fish. But for a McDonald's meal, the meals went up to $18. Soda? What's soda in some spots $18?
Whoa!
Yeah, they went through the roof. They gone crazy in New York. They gone crazy. Everything is going up right now. Yep, the movies right now I think it's like $19 or $20. Or if you got to go to like a matinee, it'd be a little cheaper. But I think it's either $19 or $20, something like that for movies. I got a Fire Stick, man. I watch movies on my Fire Stick. Everything come out, I watch on my Fire Stick.
Hold on for a second. Hold on one second.
It's crazy.
Hold on 1 second. Otis Harris gave me a super chat for $9.99. I hear you, man. It's just placement where I go with YouTube. That's all. I'll be all right. It's just where I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm still in like the top 4 places that the brothers go. I got to venture out of here, but I didn't never really come to Brazil, so I had to come here to do it. But I'm definitely going. I'm thinking Africa because to be honest with you, it's cheap flights from Brazil to Africa. Because I'm meeting people here from Africa in Brazil, and they telling me the flights are pretty cheap.
Yeah,
600, 700. You can take a flight. 600-700 can get you to South Africa. They got a direct flight from Sao Paulo every day to South Africa, like 600 or 700 one way. Because that's how I travel. I travel one way. I do the one way, and then I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. If I wanted to do something stay somewhere part-time, depending on where you stay, whatever country you stay, if you want to fly in and out of Africa and you want to live in another country, like the plane ticket, depending on what country you are, it'd be cheaper than if you was leave out of the US.
The US it's expensive, man, to fly to the US.
Yeah.
But you can take these other airlines, because I lived in Mexico for a while, you know what I mean? I had property down there, so I used to fly out of Tijuana to many places, and it was a lot cheaper flying out of Tijuana than flying out like San Diego or LAX or even San Francisco Airport out of California. It was definitely a lot cheaper.
I agree.
Well, fellas, I gotta go. I gotta get ready to go to work tomorrow. Salute to y'all, man.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Everybody, if you want to get my channel's Big Hawk, Yonkers native. # Just Us, brother. Salute. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Man. Leave it in the chat. Yeah, but more people got to go to Africa, man. Definitely Africa, man. Definitely. But another thing I like to tell you guys, man, I love talking, man, about this stuff. A lot of brothers, They'll be like, oh, we from the hood, we from this, we from that, we do this, whoop-de-whoop, whatever, you know. But they really scared. They're scared to go to Africa in these countries. They're scared. They can scream that they from Compton. They can scream they from the Duffin Streets in New York City. They from the Pork and Beans in Florida, in Miami. But they scared when it's like, because they scared of the language barrier. They scared of the unknown.
Right.
They're scared of the unknown. They don't know what to expect.
That's the reason why I travel though. I travel because it make me feel uncomfortable. And but the good thing about being in Africa is they don't even know you're American until you open your mouth.
Yeah, that's true. You blend right in.
Right. They don't even know.
Well, depending on how you carry yourself and what you got on.
Oh, there you go.
And depending on what part of Africa you're going to.
Right.
Well. Because like if you go to Congo, they're gonna know you. They're gonna know you're American off the top.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because that's French. One is French speaking. Two, they're just gonna know. 100% guaranteed they're gonna know as soon as you get off the plane. They're gonna know. But it just all depends on how you carry yourself, what you wear, and where you're going. Ghana, Nigeria, maybe not so much. Maybe even South Africa, not so much. Those are places that speak English. But if you go places where they speak like Spanish or French, or Italian, then you may have they may notice you a little bit more. But I agree with you on that as far as in Ghana as well. But I agree with you as far as us saying, yeah, I'm from the hood, but you're afraid to get on the plane. You're just afraid of that unknown because you're so used to being comfortable that you don't want to be uncomfortable because you're used to that block, or you're used to these friends, or you're used to this certain area. And once again, my little quotes and stuff. I always say, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you too comfortable, that means you're not seeing any progression. There's no way that you can ever progress if you are always comfortable. That's why I said, if you have a feeling where things are getting tough and you want to quit as far as this YouTube thing, that means you're in a great spot. Because if things were smooth and easy, that means you're in a bad spot. Because things should never be smooth and easy in success. That's all a part of success. In order to succeed, you must fail. And I strongly believe in that.
Yeah, you get that right on the nose. You're 100% right here, because I'm feeling real uncomfortable. And then, I'm not familiar with Portuguese. I'm not familiar with the Portuguese language. So this is, you can speak Spanish with them. I speak a little bit of Spanish with them, but it gets you but so far, man. And the language is like, I'm still getting used to hearing it in my ear. Like, it's a different type of language, man. So it throws you off. So the language is a problem. And then the food they eat is different. The food is good here, but it's different. But I'm built for this. Like, I was built to travel. Like, I deal with the hurdles. You come and then you get the gringo prices and stuff. They probably do that when you go to Africa too, if they know you're not from there. Like the taxi might be $10. The Uber or something might be $10 and they charge you $25 or $30. They've tried it in Brazil for me already. I got an Uber one time. My friend got the Uber for me. She said, "Yo, Philly, it's $20, 20 reals." I get to the apartment where I'm staying. The dude pulls up on the screen $70, and then it's hard to communicate with. He charged me 3 times the price of the Uber. Like, you know what I mean? And it's hard to. I ain't paying. I say, "Yo, man, I know what's going on," but it's a lot of hurdles when you travel. So I see why a lot of brothers don't want to go. And one thing that YouTube does for people is somebody like a Philly Dom is a sacrificial lamb. I go to these countries or they go to these areas and they say, "Oh, if he made it there, then I can make it out all right there." Or you'll be amazed. A lot of brothers call me up and they will duplicate my trip. They want to know exactly, they will pay me for this information. They want to know exactly what Airbnb you stayed at, the exact Airbnb, what hostel you stayed at, what clubs did you go to, what restaurants did you eat at, did you go to a mall, what's the exact mall they'll write it down. Like, they're taking notes like they're in school. Like, what beach did you go to? Right. What driver did you use? Give me his number. They will duplicate your trip.
Right. Because you did the hard work.
You did all the groundwork. Yeah.
I'm not doing that because let me tell you, where I go, listen, call me selfish all you want to, but where I go, I'm the only foreigner in there most of the time. Yeah. And like my man Big Hawk said, So like I'm not doing no that's why I don't really have a lot of content on my page, because I'm like, man, look, I'm having too much fun. It's like I don't even want to share this information. You can call me selfish, that's fine. But
No, I understand.
yeah, I'm not doing no consultation. I did the hard work and I've been through it. So I understand what you're saying. I've been through it. So I would encourage everybody, just like you were saying, Sin City is like, you can't be complacent. It's like how are you going to progress and learn if you don't take the chance and stretch it? You have to be able to take those chances. Be willing to learn and adjust and adapt. So I agree with that statement.
So question, so when you say that, do you mean that you feel as if you did the work so someone else has to do the work also? Is that what you're saying?
Well, as far as doing consultations, I don't think I would want to do consultations on like where to go and like as far as just like what Philly Don was saying. Me personally, I don't think I would want to do it.
Why you say that?
If things go wrong, then I'm the one that's then I'm the one that had to take the blame for it. But I mean, if somebody asked me if you was to go, if somebody were to go to Ghana and they would have asked me what's the good nightclub, I mean, of course I would tell them that. But like place to place to go
Where
to
he,
stay,
where he stayed,
I
where he
would
ate
tell them
at. Yeah.
right, like like from
A to Z.
A to Z, exactly. I don't think I would want to do that because you know if anything goes wrong with that, then I would be to take the blame for that. But I mean, I would like if they want to know like a nightclub to go to, I would tell them that, or but like from A to Z, I don't think I would want to do that per se.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I understand what you mean.
I would say that like in places, I would like for going around like walking and stuff. If you want to avoid using a taxi, I would give people advice to make sure they use their Google Maps, because it does work in a lot of countries in Africa.
Yes,
and you will need it because like say for instance you using a taxi, you might want to make sure that you like if you going somewhere and you know where you're going and you tell them where you know your destination, make sure that you have your Google Maps so they don't try and make a different routes.
Yeah, long trip for you. They'll make a long
Right.
trip, riding in circles, give you the whole
Because
tour
if
of the
it
city.
says if it says 16 minutes and the route keeps changing, that means they're not going the right way. And also you might find out that where you want to go, you might find out that it's a lot easier if you just walk there than if you was to take a taxi. Because it's been so many times I took a taxi somewhere, and this is way before they had Google Maps. When I used to, in the early years of traveling, like to like a lot of African countries, I would take the taxi, and then I realized like another time it's like, wait a minute, if I'd have known, if I'd have known it, I could have just walked here, but I didn't know, and I didn't have Google Maps, so that's free advice right there. Yeah,
That makes sense.
right.
Gotcha.
See, I'm going to ask you some questions about the country in Africa where you go all the time.
Okay.
Where's the good neighborhood? I mean, you don't got to give me all the specifics, but like, if I would fly there to Congo, where would I stay? Like, what's a good neighborhood to stay in the major city there? What city do you fly into?
I mean, you mean when I go to Congo, I fly into Kinshasa,
Kinshasa, okay.
which is the capital, which is one of the largest cities in Africa. What neighborhood would you stay in? I would say, I mean, most areas are not safe. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most areas are not safe.
So it's
I
like
would
Haiti.
recommend
Okay.
you staying like close to the embassy, anywhere
Oh
close.
wow.
I'm sorry.
You said it's like Haiti. Then it sounds like Haiti. It sounds
Yeah,
very familiar now.
most of it's not safe. I would highly recommend you staying anywhere close to the U.S. Embassy, just in case if anything goes down. You're right there. I'm just being completely honest. I would highly recommend you getting a driver because you've never seen driving. You like it makes driving in like DR, Brazil, Colombia, and Thailand like driving in the United States the way they drive. Like they drive on the opposite side of the road. They drive on the medians, back in, back out. Like it's something that you've never seen before in your entire life. I'm telling you, like the Wale, excuse me, when they on the motorcycles, There's like 17 on them on one motorcycle.
Wow.
There's like anyway, but I would highly recommend you getting a driver, also a bodyguard. Like when I was there, every time I go there, I always have a driver and I also have a bodyguard.
Wow. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So when you said stay near the U.S. Embassy, would that mean that the cost of things will be a little bit higher because it's where tourists are?
Absolutely.
Wow. I mean, but your safety is priority number one. So keep the
Absolutely.
fact of that in your expenses.
And that's right next to the airport. So it's very close to where when you land, it's right next to
Right.
the airport. So it's maybe like 10, 15 minutes away. But yeah, everything is going to be definitely more expensive. Another thing about flying into Kinshasa, I mean, they use the Congolese franc, but mostly everyone uses cash, US dollars.
Okay.
And
Oh
if you
wow.
get bills, you can't have you can't have any like your bills have to be crisp. Like if you have one if there's a little I'm talking about like a small tear in your bill, they won't accept it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I mean, it has to be like crisp, fresh out the bank, like crisp.
Wow. So what
So,
do you
like
do?
for example, I took money out there the last time I went. I ended up bringing back I ended up bringing back half my money because I couldn't spend it.
Wow.
Wow. And can you use their ATMs to pull some money out with their
Yes.
money?
Yeah, you can use their ATM to pull money out. You can use Apple Pay. You can use your card as well.
Right.
Okay.
But depending on where you do that at, they could tax you. But you can use all those things as well.
Okay.
Wow. And what's a beautiful place there that people should visit? If they go there, what would you recommend them? Like, all right, if you're in this country, you must go there.
I would have to look it up. Yeah, I'm talking about Congo, everyone. Congo DRC, by the way. The Democratic Republic of Congo. I would say there's a safari there. I don't know the
Okay.
exact. I can look it up really quickly, but there's
No
a
problem.
safari there that I would highly recommend everyone to go to. Is where the past president actually lives. He lives way out in the mountains on this safari. But this is where you can go out and see the animals on the safari. They have like one of the world's longest zip lines. Like there's a lot of things to do out there. That's where I would highly recommend. This is where you can also like see monkeys and stuff up close, or they call them bonoas. I believe that is starts with a B. But you can see them up close, play with them. It's like a huge safari, like the size of like a city.
Wow.
I would say I would highly recommend everybody to go there. I can look it up really quickly and check it out and see what the name of it is.
No problem. Yeah. It sounds very familiar to Haiti. Like a lot of stuff you're saying. If you need get a bodyguard or somebody to protect you, get a driver. You don't want to drive around there. And you
No,
want to have the same person because sometimes people are not reliable. When you got different drivers, they're not reliable. So usually in Haiti, somebody will keep a driver, and the driver will stay with you the whole time you're there, or the
Right.
days you need him. He'll be there. You're like, look, I need you from Friday to Sunday, and he'll be
Yeah.
there with you. Because if
yes,
not,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
you don't want to get stranded nowhere. You don't want nobody to come late. Like your driver basically goes everywhere with you. If you eat, he's there when you eat. Sometimes
Absolutely,
you put them in a
absolutely,
hotel with you. They stay in a hotel with you. Sometimes you get a hotel room for them, and they stay right there. So when you got to go there, y'all both going together.
absolutely. Just like when I mean, even if you go to the bathroom, I mean, it was like even if I went to the bathroom, he was right there. I don't care where I moved and what I did, he was
Right.
always
He was
right
right
there.
there.
So yes, it's exactly like that there. But that's a
So
little different than going to like Ghana or Nigeria, or
yeah,
those
Yeah.
places are a lot more safe. Congo is a lot more unstable, I would say. They're just
so
now
what's
stabilizing the country.
what kind of political problems were they having? The government, like
They
typical
were having some
government.
issues with the government. They were having some, I mean, they just had they've only had like maybe 6 or 7 presidents, I mean, since their independence from Belgium. So, and
Okay,
then they had a previous president that was assassinated, and the son
Yeah.
came in, and then the son pretty much overstayed his term. So then he just had to kind of be overthrown. And then now they have um, their new president now. So
sounding really familiar, man. This is sounding like Haiti, very, very familiar. Assassinated the president. Somebody else came
yeah,
in.
yeah, it's almost the same. I mean, I've never been to Haiti, but I
Yeah,
do a
but
lot of research on it because it kind of reminds me of Africa, and it's
okay,
very similar.
very simple. Okay, and then you said Ghana. And Nigeria is a lot more safer, places like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ghana, Nigeria, yeah, those are absolutely much better options. I would say for someone first time going to Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa,
Kenya,
going to like Ethiopia, Kenya,
Tanzania, and all that.
Tanzania,
Okay. Even South Africa. I mean, that's
South
dangerous in
Africa. Yeah, I
spots.
would even say Ivory Coast. But yeah, once you
Oh
get to
man.
like Central, I would say like once you get to like Congo, places like that, you what else would I would say? Like I don't know, I would say Uganda too. Places in Uganda
Yeah.
are okay too as well.
Rwanda, what about Rwanda safe? Rwanda safe?
Rwanda is Rwanda is a little is a little off.
See, I'm glad to get people on here like this because I'm not going to put nobody out. You got African YouTubers and they always go to Rwanda and they never say nothing like negative about Rwanda. And it's funny that you travel there and you giving us the real. So I'm believing that you give
Well, I'm
the real.
Congolese, so remember, there's a lot of history involved with Congo. I don't know if you know the history between Congo and Rwanda is
I
extremely
don't know.
deep.
Yeah, I know.
They don't necessarily, I would say, like each other.
Yeah. So basically, his experience would be a lot different than if it was you or mine, Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
you
don't really
couldn't
like
go.
each other.
You couldn't go to Rwanda and be like, yo,
I
I'm
would,
Congolese.
and I would,
Would
and
you say
I
I'm
could, but I'm
Congolese
just
and they
telling
might give you a stare, like look at you different, like
they would, they would, and I could go, but I'm just giving you both sides. Like it is nice, but it also can be unsafe. And for some, because it borders Congo, and someone from Congo going to Rwanda, it could possibly be unsafe, and going in between could be unsafe as well. That's something that they don't talk about because, I mean, of course, they're not going to want to, push people away from how beautiful the country is. But
Right.
those are certain things to think about.
okay. Yeah, I like these talks, man. You get the real because you're the first person that bring it up. Because like I said, it's a lot of African YouTubers and they never really bring it up. Maybe I'll go back and check some of their videos, but I'll never really them bringing it up. They just made like Rwanda's
Rwanda is nice. Don't
Yeah.
get it twisted. Rwanda is nice, and so is
Uh-huh.
Congo. But then there's
Mhm.
also some parts just as well. So
Okay.
all Africa is beautiful. You just have to know how to move and what to do
Right.
depending on where you're going. Certain places you may need a bodyguard, just like when you're in Haiti. Other places you can kind of move around a little bit more freely. Just depends on where you're going.
Okay, and since you're African, the cities, like I mean, not the cities, but moving. I asked Mr. Dakins this earlier. Moving around from country to country, is it hard, like by bus or by car, to move around, like to go? Because a lot of YouTubers and a lot of travelers say they don't go to Africa because the logistics. They scream about the logistics all the time. How bad is the logistics? Like
Horrible. You
Okay, so
definitely.
it's-
I mean, you have to fly. You have to fly country to country. You're not like you're not driving or taking buses to different countries. I would say that's not the ideal thing to do.
okay.
But the flights are not very expensive. It's just, can you get in the country and how much does it cost to get in?
Right.
Yeah, the visas because I know like tax and high. I hear like it was a female YouTuber. She was talking about the visas are expensive, but she spends times in Paris and these other countries, and I'm like, that's expensive to sit in Paris for a month or two. But she's saying the visa situation, like they overcharge you for the visas for different countries.
Absolutely.
Is that true?
Especially if you don't know somebody in that country, or if you don't know someone within the government in that country. Absolutely.
Oh, so
Absolutely.
okay, that is okay. So they can just make up a price. It could be $40, and that's because they see, boom, we got an American passport.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's
And then they can up the price.
It's $200 now. It's $200 now.
Mhm.
All right, and you
got it
really
right.
can't say nothing because you at the door. You like, I'm at the door. I'm at the border. I can't be arguing back and forth with them. So people just accept it. Okay.
Yes. You
So
got it right.
have to know. You have to know.
Otherwise, you're gonna be there. They will wait it out.
Okay.
And you just had fatigue, and it's like, you know what? Yeah.
I got the 200. I might as well give it to them.
That's why I was saying, for me, I would rather just do my 3 to 6 months and have another country, including the US, as a home as a home base.
Okay.
Yeah. But I definitely think more guys. I mean, especially if if you're a foodie or you want to experience the nightlife, a lot of African countries is where it's at, and it's not that expensive. It's like soon as you get that plane ticket out of the way, you know, once you touch ground, if you stay somewhere from, listen, I and since you probably could vouch for this, it's like sometimes you'll go to an African country, you might take 1,000 or so, and at the end of your trip, you might have a lump sum of money left over.
Correct. Absolutely. Definitely can vouch for that.
And for the Congo, Sin City, how much is the flights? I'm just asking these questions because I know people from the channel, they're going to hit me up when I get off the live on Instagram and ask me all these. And like it's like basic questions. To you, to you ain't nothing. You know, it's regular travel for you there.
Well, it depends on where you're flying from. See, where I'm from, I'm from Cincinnati. Hence Sin City, hence all the Bengals gear. But
in case you ain't noticed. In case you ain't noticed.
You didn't notice. Everything. So for me to travel, it's always going to be more expensive for me because I'm not in a international hub. I'm not in like your Phillies, your New Yorks, your Chicagos, your Miamis, your Dallases, your LAXs. So it's always going to be more expensive for myself. So like if you're flying from somewhere like a Cincinnati or St. Louis or a Memphis or something like that, flying to Congo, it could be anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay.
But if you're flying from like New York, or if you're flying from somewhere like that, where you maybe only have to take maybe one or two flights, one to Europe and then one to Congo, you could be looking anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500.
Yeah.
Some guys are trying to put that out. Yeah, that. So you guys, you heard that because they're gonna hit me up. They do it all the time. The time. What's a good? And a lot of stuff that I'm asking, they can just Google this and find it. But some reason, in the daytime, people just want to get mouth fed the information. They don't want to like type on the computer or nothing, on their phone or nothing. They just want, they want to get like mouth fed the information. Like they just want like somebody to tell them. Like,
you know how that is. They want somebody to do the groundwork and then they'll just pay you and give me all the information.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel you, Mr. Dacus, with that because sometimes you can be like the key to the city for a person or the country and give them all your connects, and they go to that country and act a fool and do stupid stuff like guys are doing in the Dominican Republic.
And you were the one is to blame.
Yeah, and you the connect is calling you like, yo, you the
That's
one.
That's why I don't want to be that person.
Like messing up their Airbnbs, fighting, crashing vehicles, just doing
fighting with the girls.
Fighting with girls, like this doing stupid stuff, yo. And then he come back on you because you was the one. They were like, well, Philly Dom or Mr. Dacus was the one that told me, like, you the one that put me in touch with these people.
Yeah, not me.
Thanks.
So food wise in Congo, what's a good dish? What's a good food to eat there? What's a traditional dish that everybody eats that you would say?
I mean, everybody eats fufu.
Okay.
I'm sure you know what fufu is.
Yeah, I know that from the Nigerians.
So I'm thinking it's the same thing. Fufu, some type of usually some type of insect.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, usually some type of insect, whether it be meshy, which are like caterpillars. Or they eat like these small little crickets also as well. They also use pili, which is made out of like peppers. It's like a hot sauce.
Okay.
They put on everything. They usually eat salted fish as well. What else can I say that they eat as well? Plantains, beignets as well. Lots of bread. What else can I say? Some type of rice, always rice, either white rice or some type of yellow rice.
Okay.
And what else would I say? And pondu is like it's made out of cassava leaves.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Honorary might be familiar with that with cassava leaves, but it's pondu.
Yes.
With cassava leaves, it's like a greens.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they eat a lot of fish out there too.
Yeah, salted fish. Yeah, I said the salted fish. Lots of salted fish, lots of chicken. But yeah, lots of goat as well. I didn't mention that, but goat as well. That's usually the main dish. But there's always going to be, and that's something that most people are that throws a lot of people off. There's going to be some type of insect on that table. whether it be a caterpillar, a cricket, it's going to be something there.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about, the unknown. That's what I mean. That's good to know that. And I'm willing to do that. Like, if I went to Congo and they ate that, I would eat it, because it's almost offensive when you at somebody's country and you don't eat their food. That's like offending them. Like, I would eat it to try it out, and I'm always down for something new. But I've never ate an insect ever in life, so that would be wow.
Mm-hmm.
How does it taste to you? How does it taste? Can you describe like any dish, something back home in the States?
There's no. No.
He said no comparison.
I'll be honest with you. No, it's something that you just have to try and you have to be used to. I also would say have some type of you may need to get some type of pills, because your body may not be used to the food, because you're going to definitely be eating different types of food. So you may need pills as far as for your stomach, things like that. Also, I would probably highly recommend you getting some malaria pills as well.
Okay.
Just in case.
Can I have a question about in regard to malaria pills?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recommend taking those before or take them at the local pharmacy? Would it make a difference?
Well, they usually recommend you take them like a week before you go, so that it's in your system.
Mm-hmm.
And then they usually require you to take it like 2 weeks even after you come back.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because when I went to Ghana, they had that was it wasn't a must, it was a recommendation.
Yeah.
Right. But I saw the price and it wasn't nothing nice. But then I noticed obviously you could get, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing nice, but they do sell them in, like, the local pharmacy in Ghana, and it's over the counter, so you don't need so obviously it would be a lot cheaper. So and that was why I asked that question.
Correct. I mean, you could get it there, but also, I mean, if you want to be super cautious, because I'm pretty sure if you've been there, you know the insects is like, it's like ridiculous. I mean, mosquitoes is crazy.
You fresh blood, you fresh blood out the U.S. So
mosquitoes it's nothing like you've ever seen before as far as the mosquitoes.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, the mosquitoes go ham. Yeah. So yeah, you could get it before you go. You could also get it while you're there. But if you want to be super precautious, you could get it before you leave. But like you said, it's going to cost you. I mean, malaria pills, depending on where you go, that could be $200-$300 for just yeah.
Wow. And then yellow fever. You got to get a yellow fever shot to go there.
I do have my yellow fever shot. You didn't need a yellow fever shot for Brazil?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely need a yellow fever shot to get into Congo. Now I'm not sure about. I'm not 100% sure about Ghana and Nigeria, Kenya, etc. But you definitely
need Ghana,
You need a yellow fever shot. Okay.
You need it in Uganda too. That's a must.
I would say most African countries you need a yellow fever shot.
Yep.
Wow. And I got to get to the good part, the nightlife. The nightlife about Congo.
I'm putting mine on mute. You go ahead.
Do they have good nightlife? They have good nightlife, like
it's ridiculous.
I know.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
The nightlife is ridiculous. I mean, every night. I mean, if you go out at night, you coming up when the sun is coming out.
Yeah,
it's that type of nightlife.
Okay, wow.
So the nightlife is ridiculous. I mean, that goes without saying. Females are beautiful, all different complexions, all different styles. You just have to be open to the culture, and I will say that it's just a little different as far as how they go out at night. Much different than how we go out. Like when you go out there, they kind of like step out, or they kind of like dress up more.
Okay.
So different, like these island countries, you can kind of be lax, short, stuff like that. No, they're like dressing up and dressing out when they go out.
Okay.
But they have a really good time. Like I said, the women look great. They're real cool. You'll meet women from all over the place. You'll meet women from Brazil. You will meet women from Europe. You'll meet women from Belgium. Any place where it's French speaking in that zone, they'll be there as well. But the nightlife is ridiculous.
That's cool. And another question. You got it mistaken. No, you got it mistaken.
I was gonna say so if you was to go bar hopping or go to different places, all together, how much would you put out?
Spend?
Yeah.
Depends on where you're going, because I mean they got places that are expensive. Like you can go to rooftop bars, and you can go to cigar lounges and lounges and stuff like that. Those are a little pricey, but then you can go to like the local areas as well. So if you're going to like the lounges, and then everybody typically ends up at this place called Calm, which is the number one club in Kinshasa. But that doesn't really pop until like two in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Like I said, when you go out there, you're coming home when the sun is up.
That's why I was saying, so somebody can't hang, then you ain't going there.
When you go out there, when you come outside the club, the sun is hitting your face. Like, so
now that's literally the vampire life right there.
Yeah,
that's vampire life for sure. You got Checking Effect in the building.
My man.
Checking Effect watching. He said Africa does not have a bullet train flights within the country is more than South America, North America, and Europe. No bullet train. I wonder why they don't have it.
No bullet trains. They don't have that infrastructure yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have the infrastructure yet around the entire continent. I think hopefully they get there, but they don't have the infrastructure throughout each country to be able to have those trains.
Wow.
Yeah. That would boost trade too.
Oh man, that would just boost the entire country.
The economies, yeah.
Absolutely. And I think more people would travel there too. The transportation system was better.
Now, another question I always got to ask, do they have a lot of Chinese there? Because I know there's a lot of, I hear about Chinese in Africa. You hear all this Chinese in Africa. Okay, they there.
I don't want to say they. The Chinese, they. Who are they? I don't want to sound like that. Chinese, the Chinese are definitely there.
Okay.
Chinese are definitely there. Wow. Yeah, Chinese are definitely there.
And as far as religion-wise, what's the religions there? I'm trying to get a grasp of the country. Yeah.
Most of them are Christians.
Okay.
Most of them are Christians.
Okay.
And they're very religious as well. So yeah, but most of them are Christians.
And what else could I ask, man? I'm trying to think any questions that they would ask me. I'm trying to ask you. I'm trying to think what else would they ask. Think, you got any questions to ask them? Because you're the first person we ever interviewed from
Africa.
Congo. Yeah, from Africa, from Congo. So we just really trying
Congo. Yeah.
And you real direct and you like transparent. You telling you explaining everything.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, well, I live in this. Yeah, I'm from the States, but been there a gazillion times. So yeah, so I know both parts, both compartments.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So as far as dating is concerned, women are open to dating non-Congolese men?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So just like most other African countries, they are open to a foreigner.
Yes. But there could be some stipulations there depending on who you're dating, because it's really based on her family. Because Africa, there they do, they have traditional weddings and they do dowries. I'm sure you're aware of what those are.
Yeah, we're aware of that. Yeah.
So it really depends on her family and where she comes from. Depends on just who you're dating, to be perfectly honest. But yes, of course.
The tribe situation. They have the tribal situation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
I guess you wouldn't tell us what tribe you from. You wouldn't. Is it all right to talk about that? Or
I mean, I know some
countries, they get a little touchy with some of the African countries to talk about it because of the history and stuff. If you feel it's gonna be a problem, don't tell us.
Well, yeah, I could, but yes, it could be. I want nobody like, oh, he's this. So yeah, we do have different tribes.
Just name them. Then you could probably just name a whole bunch of them. You ain't gotta say which one you are. Just what's the main ones? The main 4 or 5, or the main ones? Everybody that you hear a lot.
I mean, you got Bantu, you got Tree. Bantu and Tree are probably the main ones, I would say. There's tons of them, even ones that I don't even know of. Just to be perfectly honest with you, because there's millions of them. It all depends on what village you come from. My family is from Bujimai, which is another city outside of another city in Congo. It's the third largest city because the second is Lubumbashi. Number one is Kinshasa. Third is Bujimai. So it all depends on where you're at.
All right, Jody, she must have just tuned in or something. She said, "Is Congo a stable country to visit now?" People come in and out on these lives, so.
Oh man, I would say yes, but do your due diligence and and you have to make sure that you do precautions. If it's your first time traveling, like I said, I would make sure to stay in one of the hotels or Airbnbs right next to the U.S. Embassy, which is very close to the airport.
We just said that earlier.
I would highly recommend you getting a driver. You don't want to be driving, and I would not recommend you taking taxis on your first time. And you're probably going to need a bodyguard. If you really want to be 100% safe to where you can go places, go in the city, go to the markets, live as if you are just like your Congolese, I would highly recommend you getting a bodyguard, which is not expensive, by the way.
How much does a bodyguard run a day? Like how much?
Bodyguard could be $10 a day, US.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Whoa.
You can
could
pay
be
a bodyguard.
presidential.
I was paying my bodyguard and my driver like $10 each a day, and then I hit them off at the end once I left with a nice little tip. But I was paying them like $10-$20 a day, and this is all night. Like they're with me, like they could pick me up at 2 p.m., drop me off. They're with me all day until I can go out at night and drop me off, and then I can pay them. Sometimes I would give them some leeway because they do have to go back to their families as well. But yeah, it's like $10 a day.
Wow, that's affordable for safety. That's definitely affordable.
That's why I said I would recommend you just go ahead and just get you a driver and a bodyguard.
Yeah, just pay the extra money.
Yeah, that's not, when you think about it. Say if you're there a month, or even if you're there like 2 weeks, $10 2 weeks. You do the math. That's not very expensive for it. We're talking 100% safety.
Yeah, 100% safety. So they kidnapping and stuff there too. They do the kidnapping and all that, like how Haiti.
You can't get got.
They looking for like foreigners, like that. They look for.
They're not looking for foreigners, but they know what you. I mean, they just know. They're going to automatically know, and you don't want to put yourself in a tough position, especially since most people don't speak French. Yeah, you have a lot more people who can speak Spanish that can speak French. Most people can't speak French, so why put yourself in that type of situation? I would just highly recommend you just being as safe as possible.
Hold on one second. Let me get they asking you questions now. Now they asking you questions. Ozzy wants to know: is it a very, very poor country? This isn't surprising. I guess he answered his own question.
I think he's answered. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. She asked another question to Jody. When Africans travel to other African countries, where do they mostly go? Oh, interesting.
The border country. You know what I'm saying? Or South Africa or the border.
Mm-hmm.
Like
or Europe.
Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They'll go to Europe as well. There's a lot of countries like Belgium, places like that.
Yeah. France.
Mm-hmm. So go.
By the way, a side note that the avatar on Jody's that female, she's an actress and a singer.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's never been safe. He's absolutely correct.
Congo never been safe. Okay.
That's facts.
Because of the political unrest. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, but I would love to go there. If I went to Congo, I would try to time it when you come and we would go together. I would try to come with you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that would make it, Because I know that nightlife footage would be good there. Oh, man, I know that would be golden.
Man, they know how to party.
He put his head down.
They know how to party.
Like, it's going to be crazy.
I'm not even.
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere where I went out at 9-10 o'clock and I got home at like 9-10 o'clock. Like you're walking out of the club the sun is brightly out. People are going to work. Like, and the party is still going on. Like, Yeah, I've never been anywhere like that before. No.
They know how to party because when I was in Africa, I was in Ethiopia, and the Congolese was playing the football team locally, and we was out there in the club. Yo, they shut it down. That was a good night that night.
They dance all night.
They shut it down. So I can imagine coming out not wanting to leave and coming out when when the sun is out. I can imagine.
Absolutely. But I would highly recommend anyone I would just check it out, even if it's just not Congo, because I don't want to sound be biased because the African continent, remember, this isn't a country, this is a continent. It's a beautiful place, and there's a lot of countries within the continent. So I would say check it out. Do your research, just do your homework. Just make sure if you are going to somewhere that isn't as safe like Congo or some of the other places, do a little bit more research and get some protection. But if you're going somewhere like South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, even Ethiopia, Tanzania, places like that, excuse me, you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Now I just remembered something. It's a YouTube friend that I have. I talk to him like almost every day. He's from Congo. He from there. He said you should check out his channel, iAdventures.
iAdventures?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check him out.
iAdventures. You can try to do it while you're on there. Or you can even go through my community post real quick and you'll see a link to one of his videos.
Okay. iAdventures.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from there. Yeah, he told me it wasn't safe. I don't think he'd been there in a while. He said it wasn't safe. And then, if you removed from the country and I don't know if he connected with family back home. I'm sure he got cousins, aunts, somebody back there. If you ain't connected with them, you know what I mean? It's hard to just go down there and then, you know what I mean?
Correct.
You're connected with your family there. So how do they feel when you come down there and you have bodyguards and stuff? They feel you're doing the right stuff? Like,
well, they have bodyguards too.
Oh,
yeah, my family got bodyguards too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. But my family has bodyguards too. Drivers, bodyguards, the whole nine.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like Haiti, man. It's just because I was hanging with some government official in Haiti, and I'm like, how you got all these? How do you live like this? And he was like, yo, this is the country. This is how it's been. He said, when I was a kid, I had bodyguards. He said he had bodyguards taking him to school when he was a kid. Like he's like, yo, he said it's Haiti. He said it's if you're wealthy or you got money or something, it's just common. It's just normal to be like that. It's just normal. He's like, he doesn't even see nothing different. Like it's just normal to him. Rolled around with 2 bodyguards. I said, man, you got to feel like. Oh, Check said thank you. Shout out to Check in Effect and Live. Check, if you want to come on, man, you can come on if you want to. I'll send a link. I know it's late because I know he's in Italy right now. Check Effect is in Italy right now.
Okay, gotcha.
But if you want to, man, you can come on. You can come in the live if you want to for a minute. Say a couple words. I'm sure everybody be happy for you to come in the live. Check. I send a link. It's at the bottom. So if you want to, you're welcome to. But I understand it's late on your end. Yeah, because he in Italy, man. I don't even know what the time is in Italy right now. It's like 7, 8 o'clock here. It might be 2 in the morning over there.
It might be 2, 3. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Shout out to my boy Justin. Justice, man, out there in the Dominican Republic, holding down Sasua.
Who's that?
Justin, his name is Justin. Justice. A friend of mine. I see him in the chat.
Oh, Justice. What up, Justice?
Oh, yeah, you know who he is? Yeah,
I know who that is. What up, Justice?
Yeah, he did. Let me put him up. Let me put him on the. Let me see. Oh, let me get to him live. My boy, man. He Jamaican. Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Justice?
Yeah, he said he gonna try to make his way to Brazil or another country soon, but yeah, he in the Dominican Republic. That Dominican Republic can get addicted, man. I've been saying a lot of crazy stuff about the Dominican Republic, but that place can get if you're into like partying, it can get the DR. You can get addicted to partying. They party there too. Haiti too, man. Haiti surprised me when I was there for them 5-6 months. I was surprised, man. I was like, damn, these people party over here.
I would love to check out Haiti.
Yeah. We could swap One time I come with you to Africa to Congo, and then you come with me to Haiti.
Bet. I would love to check out Haiti.
Oh, you have a good time, man. They say that's the Africa outside of Africa. That's what they say.
I would love to check out Haiti.
Oh, you would have a good time, man. Like in I don't know if you saw Passport Heavy. Mm-hmm. They did a video there too. Jabari and them.
Yeah, I just checked out his. They just dropped it. Yep.
Man. They dropped it because the guy that did the video with him died. He's a Haitian artist. He died, man.
Yeah, I seen
he had
that.
a heart attack in Paris. Yeah, he was the one that took him around, man. Yeah, Haiti's like one of them countries too. You got to have a bodyguard. I'm sure Jabari and them had bodyguards. Like the guy provided them safety, so they ain't have nothing to worry about. Hold on, we got somebody else coming back on. Big Hawk coming back on. Big Hawk, what happened?
I just had me some vegetables. I just had my dinner. I had my dinner. And I keep hearing you talk about these beautiful African women. So I had to
come back in and get you
come and get the nice the fresh African sweet women here. Yeah. I heard you talking about insects. About how that's one of their delicacies, insects.
Delicacies, yeah, absolutely.
I had chocolate covered grasshoppers years ago.
Okay, nice.
It tastes good. It just tastes like a candy. I had chocolate covered grasshoppers, but it gives you protein if you know what I'm talking about.
These don't have chocolate on them though.
Yo, these were chocolate covered grasshoppers.
Right, but I'm saying these won't have chocolate on them.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Nice, crunchy.
I got you. It gives you protein.
Get it roasted salt, vinegar on them, John.
That's
definitely gonna give you protein.
That's
yeah.
Oh man.
So you need bodyguards in Congo.
Absolutely. I would highly recommend.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I thought they cleared up all that mess down in Congo. It's still going on?
No. Yeah, Congo has been an unrest for years.
Wow.
Just forever.
I know they had the kidnappings and all that. Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I'll still go. I don't care. I'll take the chance.
I go too. I mean, I hire security and go. I mean, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, if it's only $10 a day, I'll do it.
Yeah.
If it's only $10 a day, I'll do it.
It's better to have insurance and don't need it than have insurance. Like, you know what I mean? So it's better just to have it. Yeah.
I'll give them $10 a day. I have no problem with that. Here's $200 for a week, man. Take me around.
Easy. Right, easily.
Take me around, man.
You can get your footage done. They ain't gonna stand. Nobody gonna bother you. They gonna make sure you're all right.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You got somebody watching from Africa too.
Hey, Philly, man, you got to be the first one to go. You got to be the first one to go and spread it out. Make it blow up.
I'm gonna set it up with him. I wouldn't mind going to Congo. Yeah, because everybody tells me it's dangerous. But I mean, El Salvador is dangerous. Haiti is dangerous. So no, if I'm with if I'm with Sin City, I know I'm all right.
For sure.
Right.
I wouldn't even stress. We got somebody watching from Africa right now. Much tea.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, here in Zimbabwe. See what I mean? I love this YouTube. People from all over the world watching.
Yeah.
He said it's 2 a.m. out there right now.
Shout out to all the African brothers and sisters, whoever watching, man. Salute to y'all.
Yep.
Salute to y'all, man. For real.
From Zimbabwe. And then Justice said he on his way to Cincinnati.
Yeah, he hit me up. He hit me up on the side. So yeah, I'm gonna tap in with you, Justice.
That's cool.
What's going on? What's going on with this drugging in Colombia, man? Where the women are drugging the dudes. What's going on with that, man? Horrible.
Yeah.
It's just, man. I mean, it's horrible because I mean a couple people died off of it, man. It's sad, but the guys just gotta be on point, man. When you're traveling,
right?
Even if you're not in Colombia, you just gotta be on point, man. When you in the States, you wouldn't let anybody make you drink. How you gonna go to another country and get comfortable and if you would, and then I'm listening to a lot of these stories. You know, I'm not everything, but I'm listening to a lot of the stories, and the people are like this one guy. He's from New York. They drugged him. The girl didn't want to go to a club and she wanted to go straight to his house. Hang out and drink with him. Come on, man. What girl did you ever meet in the States would ever want to go to straight to your house to drink? So you got to be like smart. Why would a girl in another country want to go straight to my Airbnb and drink with me instead of me taking it to a bar
and be so eager to introduce her to her friend?
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Yeah, they just gotta be smart. The brothers gotta be smart. But it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad situation.
So you know about the guy that died? You heard about the guy that died?
Yeah, I knew the guy he used to be in Sasua. Yeah, I know the guy that died. I've seen him before in Sasua and stuff.
I used to watch him, man. That was horrible. I used to watch him.
Wow.
What are they using? Like, what are they using? Some type of herb or something, or poison, or what? Like, they just dump it in your drink?
Yeah.
They can put it on your drink. They can put it on their body. You just gotta be. Yep. If the female is over aggressive, you gotta know something ain't right. If she's like,
right,
let's drink. Why we gotta drink so fast? Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Talk. But I wouldn't bring nobody to my Airbnb that I didn't know.
Here's the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is like a lot of times when these girls, when they get it, they don't really care about the amount that you consuming. So they're not thinking about that. They just try and get you subdued. So it could be more than you can handle, or it could be less. It's like you'll never know until you. Like some people might have long lasting effects, others they don't. It's like they don't really. Yeah.
Well, they used to do it in the strip clubs in New York City. When I was a bouncer, they used to do it in the strip clubs. Yeah. They did the same thing. Yeah, the strippers used to drug the dude. Yeah.
That's it, right? It's a flower. They're using a flower, but that's the name right there on the screen.
I thought it was scopolamine.
Scopolamine, that's it right there. I mean, scopolamine, but they're using it's a flower. I know it's a flower, but they're just using too much. That's why some guys are dying. Because the girl is putting too much, she doesn't even know how to use it properly. Like if you're gonna do it, you gotta be smart. You could take somebody's life doing this, and they don't even care.
Nope, they just want to get you some boost. They can get your laptop and everything. They don't care.
Taking a couple dollars from you. They getting your laptop, your cell phone, your iPhone.
Credit card.
They can't get credit card.
Right.
So they're not even really getting a lot of money. They're just getting a little small thing.
No, they not.
Whatever they can. And then on top of it, they had these girls like one of them got their cryptocurrency. Like they broke into their phone, they jailbroke their phone, got the cryptocurrency information.
Wow. That's horrible, man. That's crazy. And they only doing this in what, Medellin? They only doing this in Medellin?
Medellin. I think
that's the number one place.
I think Medellin and then Cali.
Yep.
No, I mean not Cali, but Cartagena.
Yeah. That's horrible. And how many people died so far? How many dudes died?
It's been a couple, man. It's been more than the need to talk about. It's been a couple.
Right.
And you mean to tell me this is happening and none of the dudes are taking a lesson from other guys? Like, I'm not gonna leave. If I don't know you, I'm not leaving my drink. I'm not letting you pour my drink. I'm not. If I don't know you, I'm not doing it. Nope. Right. I'm not doing it. Nope.
I think people get this because we get so comfortable, right? People are like, then we just think we have, we're men, so we have these egos. So we feel like, oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, right. I'm blah blah blah. I'm Sin City. It ain't gonna happen to me. I done been there 5, 6, 7 times. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna do nothing to me because they already know. All it takes is that one time where you get comfortable, that one moment. That's all it takes. Then you got guys who are meeting a lot of chicks off Tinder, which I would highly recommend not doing in Colombia. Like a lot of guys want a pregame. Like, I'm a pregame, so I don't have to, whatever when I get there. So I'm gonna do my pregame on da. And then before you know it, something happens. So you just got to stay on your P's and Q's wherever you go. Once you leave the States, you got to be on your P's and Q's. I don't care where you're going.
That's crazy.
You could go to Europe, you can go to Paris, you can go to London.
I don't care where you're going.
You got to be on your P's and Q's. Like,
they do it in the States too. They do it in the States too. They do it here, so don't get it twisted. They do it in the States. They will put something in your drink. Oh yeah, they'll do it.
And that's they'll do it. And it's like once we travel outside the country, we become stupid. Once we get comfortable. Because we get comfortable, and especially over women, we just get stupid.
Women. Yep.
We'll do anything for those women.
That's horrible,
We'll
bro.
put ourselves in a very bad predicament. Things that we wouldn't normally do in the States, we would never do, like that project or whatever, wherever you're from, like Philly, you know, certain areas in Philly, you like, oh, you live over there? Oh, no, I'm not going over there.
They wouldn't even go there. Some guys don't even, some guys don't even talk to a lady if they from a particular neighborhood, like you said, from a particular neighborhood and stuff like that. But when they go to these other countries, like everything is open season to them. I don't know, like,
Right.
they lose their street. They lose their street sense, their common sense. They lose it. I don't know why they do that.
Crazy. Horrible.
Like you wouldn't go to Chester, but you'll go to a Chester in Columbia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, oh, North Philly? Oh, I don't deal with nobody in North Philly. But then they'll go to the grimiest hood in Medellin and hang out with chicks that they don't know. Like, this is like so backwards.
Hello.
Horrible, man. This shit is crazy. It's crazy as hell. I mean, there's no cops that protect the tourists in Colombia like they do in Dominican Republic. I'm hearing. No,
but when you one-on-one with a girl and you on these, like, you know, doing that, the cops ain't around, man. So like, it's
oh yeah, right.
It's ain't like they not gonna drug you at a bar. They gonna get you back to your hotel or your Airbnb. Right. They're not gonna drug because you're gonna pass out in the bar. People gonna notice and they're gonna get the situation under control really quick.
And that's where they're gonna get you.
That's why he was saying, since City was talking about Tinder, these guys meet girls on Tinders, and the girl wants to come straight to their house and drink. Now, when will you ever meet a girl on Tinder in the States and bring them on your house the first date? Like, that doesn't happen. So I don't know how they get dumb when they go out, when they lose their all common sense when they travel abroad for some reason.
When you meet somebody, you should meet somebody like in a place where there's a lot of people, man. Don't jam yourself up like that, man.
The first couple times,
don't jam yourself up like that. That's horrible.
The person out. The first couple times until you can really fill this person out because you don't know who you're dealing with. But they go to these countries, they might have talked to somebody on WhatsApp a couple times. They met them on Tinder, and they think it's like their best friend, and they go and then they get drugged. And the chicks are so dumb, they killing these guys. Some of the guys because they putting too much of the powder or whatever they're using, they putting too much of it in on them.
That's horrible, man. I was kind of shocked because I know I used to watch that dude. Then when I saw it, I said, "Damn, they got him."
Yeah, man. Tom, you said you met him in person?
I never met him in person.
I've seen him, man, in Flip Bar. He's been in Flip Bar before. I've seen him.
Okay.
I've seen him in the DR. I've seen him in Sassoon before.
That's horrible.
Yeah, man. And this guy's I think he's retired. I mean, he was a world traveler, man. This guy's been traveling a lot, man.
They said he was doing it for a long time. They said he was like what, 15, 20 years traveling or something. They said he was doing?
Yeah, he was doing it for a living. Probably like in his 60s, man. He's retired. You know, I don't know what he did back in the States, but whatever he did gave him the ability to be able to travel comfortably because he was everywhere. Colombia 1 week, DR the next week. I'm sure he hit Thailand. Oh, man, Justin, you ain't have to go there, yo. You see me look at the comment. Oh, Justin, you ain't have to do that, yo. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Police said he pulled the Bill Cosby. Are you serious? He said he pulled the Bill Cosby. Yo, that's horrible. Man. Damn. He said he pulled the Bill Cosby. Oh, man. Wow.
Okay, let me see. This is the guy from Zambia. Philly. The brothers want to build wealth. Africa is wide open. The U.S. has me. We said, okay. You want to stay with his homeland? Quit the job. They telling brothers to come to Africa. You basically telling us to come to Africa, guys.
That's a good point because I got a friend, like we about to, I don't know if I want to do a video on it or not, but like we about to help start like her business. Man, everything that she needs, the investments, all of it is like we talking about $200. All of it just for the materials alone, all of it is under $200 because she want to start do selling coffee and everything. All of it is under $200. The only thing that she has to worry about is rent space, and that's majority of countries, especially Africa, when you rent space, you got to pay months in advance. So for 3 months, she had for a good place like $100 each. So for $300 just for the rent space. So altogether, what's that like 500? Now compare
Yeah.
starting your business in the U.S. You gonna put $500 is not gonna do anything for you,
Zero.
Facts.
right?
Yeah, yeah. The woman I'm talking to now, she wanted to start a business selling clothes out there. She said it's cheap, it's like
Yeah.
$200 and under. She was saying that. Yeah, she said it's real cheap. She said, but you can make some money. She said, yeah, we can make money out there. I
Right.
see a lot of brothers from Africa going out there starting little businesses with their women, and next year they exploded.
Right.
So
Boy, you
maybe
just
that's the
need
right
startup capital.
move to do.
Yep. You just need to start up capital, and it's like as soon as you got enough startup capital, you good.
Because the U.S. is too expensive, man. You can't really do nothing out here right now. It's hurt. People are hurting out here. Hurting bad out here right now. A lot of people ain't got jobs. Like everybody that was making six figures is done.
Mm.
Straight up finished, man. Horrible. So maybe that would be the good thing to do is go out there and start a little business or something. That's why I should do that.
Restaurant, coffee, or check for like. As a matter of fact, if you look around, a lot of countries, like I give you Ethiopia for example, they got places where you can actually, like the business is already up and running. They can transfer the business to you. You just hire the manager, and you just need your manager, your accountant, just as long as you have the capital.
Okay, them Chinese people did it. Them Asian people went out there. They exploded.
That's what
Them
they're
Chinese
doing.
people wasn't playing, man.
Right.
They
That's what
went
they're
out
doing.
to They went out to Africa and took over. Them Chinese people was not playing.
Nope.
They went out there on a mission, man.
Yeah.
They started everything: construction, this, that, restaurants. They are not playing.
Yep. Mining companies.
See, one thing about us Negroes, man, my channel, I speak on this a lot. That's why a lot of people kind of don't like my channel. But I get on black folks a lot because we have the talent, but we're screwing it up on other stuff, buying expensive sneakers, doing this, doing that, instead of saying, let's get some brothers together with a mindset and start something.
Right.
That's what we don't do. To Chinese people do it. Arabs, everybody does it. How come we don't? That's the thing. How come we don't do that?
Right.
That's the big question. How come we don't do that?
The crab in a bucket. We don't like to see each other do well. We're the only race of people that don't like to see each other do well. People get jealous when somebody's doing well. I don't know why we're like that, but we are like
horrible.
We're like that. Like other races, they like to see their people do good. If their brother ain't doing good, they try to hold his hand and bring him up or give him a bone or help him out some kind of way. But we're not like that. If somebody's doing good, we jealous. Oh, he think he bad because he got a nice car. He got a nice house and a fine girl. Like, I don't know. We just be jealous. Like, I don't know. That's how we are, man.
And we the most consumers. Black folks, we the most. We spend $1.2 trillion a year. Yeah, that's what they got down documented. We spend $1.2 trillion a year on stuff, and we can own our own country with that. That's
right.
I don't get it, man.
Like everything we buy, you would think that we would be able to manufacture for ourselves to make ourselves rich. You would think.
Horrible, man. It don't make.
Let me check this one comment. Brooklyn said, okay, he said Africa, he's saying it's a gold mine, literally.
Yep.
They take risks.
They saying take the risk, don't worry about the danger and stuff like
right.
that. But I don't know, I could probably ask Sin City. I hear it's a couple of African American YouTubers. There's one guy there, I forget his name, I forget his channel. He's in Africa right now. And he always says that African Americans that come here, our businesses don't do good in Africa. Why is that? He said guys will come here and do businesses, but their business don't never do. A lot of their businesses, some succeed, but most don't. When African Americans come here to do business.
Well, I guess it depends on what. It depends on what businesses do they have, and then who are they connected with in the country. I think you need to be connected with somebody. You don't want to just go out there with your money just because you feel like you have money and just start a business and think that it's just going to automatically just create revenue. You have to be tied into someone within the country.
Okay.
And I think we make that mistake as well. Because that's happening not only in Africa. That happens. I've seen that happen in DR, Colombia. I've seen that happen all over the place, especially in DR. I've seen so many businesses created in DR, and then you go back out there and that place is empty.
Yeah, you got to know what the people want first of all, and you got to have somebody that's going to show you how to run it. Because how you run a business in the U.S. it's not the same as when you go to the motherland or any other country.
Any other country, yeah. So that's why you need boots on the ground.
Right.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Because that happens in Haiti. A lot of people try to open businesses in Haiti, like Haitian Americans, because they always get on the Haitian Americans about why they don't do more for Haiti and why they don't do that for Haiti. Some of them left Haiti like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. They established in France, Europe, the States, Canada, whatever. And then they think they can go back there because they a millionaire. You know, they made it. They a millionaire, bona fide millionaire, whatever country they from. And they go down there and they get all sorts of hurdles they have to pull out. Their businesses never really do good.
Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna make this short. If you gonna be on later, Dom.
What happened?
I'm great. Exit myself. It was nice meeting you, brothers. If you on later, I'll come back on. But otherwise, I got some errands to run. Brothers, Sin City. It's been nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah. Like the other brothers, Philly Don, it's nice to meet you. What's your name again? The guy from New York? I apologize.
Big Hawk.
Big Hawk. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. It's good to meet you guys. We gotta do this again.
It's harsh on there, brother. So this be prepared, man. It's harsh. Yeah. I get on black folks, but I do it because I love my folks.
Right.
It's harsh. I have to do it. I do it because they said if white folks do it, it's racist. So we have to chastise our own people. In order for us to come up, we got to do it, man.
Right. Constructive criticism.
We got to do it, man.
On my way out the door, Africa is it. Go ahead and go find your African country to travel to. Don't be afraid.
I'm going to Ghana, man.
Yeah.
Lord spare my life. I'm going to Ghana, man. Yeah. I'm out.
All right, brothers.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Salute.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be on much longer. Maybe like another 10 minutes, 5 minutes, man. I ain't realized we've been on for 3 hours. It's cool when you talking and good.
You're a good brother, man. Hey, you're a good brother, man. The vibe is there. You're a good brother, man. The vibe is there, man.
That might be
you good people, you family, man.
That might be a sign also, man. You might need to start doing some more lives, Philly, man. I don't think
I don't do enough lives. They told me my boy New Jersey Nomad. He been down here. He been in a couple videos with me here in on Brazil. And he was like, yo, you don't do enough lives, man. They need to see your personality. Do the lives. Talk to the people, man. That's a whole different market you don't do. I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to start doing more lives.
Yes, sir. I'm always support you. You know that, man. I'll support both of y'all, bro. Yes, sir.
For sure.
City, man, you gave a lot of good information tonight, man, about Africa, because it's been like a puzzle. It's been a puzzle, like you said, like brothers, they go everywhere but Africa. They'll go everywhere and hang in these countries, and they'll promote these countries. Not saying it's not wrong, because some people, they generally like the country they're in. They might just like the country where they at. But
yeah,
we need to go to Africa, like, and sit on the ground.
Like I said, we're gonna have to do it, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do it.
No, we know why they going there. I'm not gonna put it on. I'm not gonna go too in depth.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Yeah.
You know exactly why.
That's why they go there. And when you go to somewhere like, if you go somewhere to these African countries and different countries like that, that's not really there like that. So you got to be there for the culture, the food, the weather. You got to have some other. You have to have other reasons why you're there. But
them women are beautiful, man. They missing out. They missing out. Them women are beautiful. They're missing out. I don't get it. I know I'm talking to her now. She a chocolate bar, boy. Woo! But that's a wrap.
And then, like, being in the States, like, we don't praise the dark skinned women. It's like you said, they want a Kim Kardashian. I'm even guilty of that. I had a poster of up on my wall when I was a kid. Like, I ain't good lie. Like, Kanye mad, and I was like, I could have high-fived him for that. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what we like. Let's be honest here. That's what we like.
Yeah, and then growing up in the States, you could be submerged into it and not even know, because it's it's on TV, it's on YouTube. It's at the college you went to. It's in your neighborhood, and you don't see that. That's another thing I like about traveling. When you travel, you get to see another perspective that's different. Their mindset is totally different from what you see from where you at. Because sometimes you could be locked in a country or a place, and you could be submerged into that culture and not even realize it because it's the norm. And when you do anything outside of the norm, it's different. But when you forced to go to Brazil or Africa, a continent of Africa, or other places, they do stuff totally different. And you see, like, damn, what we do in the States, is that right how we act? Like, it's kind of different.
For sure. They call Yonkers native justice.
He said black people don't want to see you do good until they do you tell you do good. I know what you mean by that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I agree with that.
Okay, what did he say? He asked most people why they don't go to Africa because their budget. I can't believe it's people budget for them not to go to Africa because you got guys that go to Europe and sit in expensive countries for months at a time, or be in the south of, or they'll be in Spain on an island and for months paying crazy money. People just don't think Africa is comfortable. It's not, like you said, it's not marketed properly. So people don't think it's comfortable. That's why I give a lot of respect to that guy, Wadamaya, Mr. Ghana, Wadamaya, because he's pushing hard for Africa, yo. He's changing the narrative of Africa. He's really pushing for Africa, like showing the beauty and the places, but he doesn't really do too much nightlife and stuff like that. He giving them stuff, but if he wants the African Americans to come, I can show him what type of videos he needs to do to get them to come. They will come. You just gotta show them the right thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's the budget, especially when you got guys flying past Africa and going to Thailand. Yeah, no,
it's not the budget. You can pay $3,000 for a plane ticket, a round trip, and then you got some brothers going there for only a couple weeks.
I've seen guys go to the zoo and burn it. I mean, set their money on fire, man.
Yeah, they 20 racks.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm talking about set the money on fire, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen it in the videos. They would say me out like, Philly, what's going on with that? Like, I don't know, burning $100 bills. I'm like,
I mean,
so if you could burn money.
Burning money. I mean, burning through money. I mean, I've seen guys that, I mean, I know guys that have spent a week out there and spent $4,500 in a week.
That's crazy.
I mean, but you know that's that's common there. I mean, you've been there plenty of times. You've seen it.
Oh yeah. And it's a small place. Like, I don't like the travelers don't even understand. Like, that is like the zoo is like so small, a little miniature place in the DR. You can walk through that town. You don't even need a rental car in that town. Like, you can walk anywhere you need to get to, or taxi or Uber around through that town. Like, it's I would tell anybody, really, man, you should just be there 3-4 days. It ain't one of them places you even need to be there that long. But for some reason, man, that North Coast, man, they on fire, man. Like, that North Coast is on fire.
Yeah.
Also, African influence in Central America, Caribbean coast. You understand what he's saying?
You're in Brazil right now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Brazil right now.
Okay. And you about to be heading out, or are you still there?
I'm gonna stay for a while. It's too long of a plane ride, man. Once you start going to places like this, you gotta sit here for a while, man. It's not. I'm gonna sit, for a while. You know what I mean? I got the son in Belize. If I gotta go back up there, I'll go back up. But I'm gonna sit here as long as I can stay in the country, comfortable.
Gotcha.
But eventually, I have to get out of here. You only, as an American citizen, you only can sit here for 6 months anyway. That's the longest you can sit in the country for anyway. And then you have to sit out of the country for 6 months. So
gotcha.
You can sit comfortable for 6 months here, unless you get like a digital nomad visa. I met a couple brothers down here with digital nomad visas and stuff like that. But the brothers they're down here, they like the country, but like, I don't see none of them owning businesses and stuff here like that. They said it's a little difficult, but they they work online, whatever they're doing. They might have businesses back home in the States or whatever, or they from Europe. But Brazil is nice. I see why people. You've been to Brazil. You've been to Brazil before, right?
No, I've never been to Brazil.
It's definitely worth the trip, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely worth the trip on many levels. The food.
What would you what would you recommend?
I would tell you to go somewhere like I would tell you to go to Salvador Bahia, because that's the blackest city outside of, obviously Brazil is the blackest country outside of Africa, but that's the blackest city outside of Africa. They got over like 4 million black people there that identify that like I'm black, that live in that city. They drape down in culture, like African culture. You go to the stands to get food. They got the African gear on, like I was saying earlier. They wear the afros. They got the afro. The females have the afro hairdo. They have African religions down here. They got the capoeira. They really identify with them being black here way more than we do in the States. Way more than we do.
The name of the city was what?
Salvador Bahia. Salvador is the city. Bahia is the States. So yeah, it's not known because anytime the brothers go there, we all go to the same place, Rio de Janeiro. Every now and then, a brother might go to like Sao Paulo or some other place, but like Salvador Bahia and places like that, people don't go. Brothers don't go there. Like I said, like what I'm saying, I will keep saying it over and over. We are fan travelers. If that's a saying, that's like a phrase. Brothers are fan travelers. Like we do the same stuff. We got 100 brothers coming to the same country, going to the same places. Nobody wants to check nothing new. Like I could probably count on my hands how many brothers that came down to Brazil been to Salvador Bahia. Like they don't go. Like they all go to Rio because Rio is the big name. And then I hear they don't treat everybody right. I'm talking. I'm in a hospital right now. I'm talking to white boys. These dudes are not even black. And I'm like, yo, what was your experience in Rio? They like, the people will start standoffish. It wasn't as friendly as other places in Brazil, because that's where all the money's at. So you got all the high rollers. When people got money, Brazilians, Americans, nobody want to talk to nobody. They just think like, but he said as an American tourist, he said he didn't like it. He said he stayed there for a month and he was happy when he got out of there. And I heard brothers talk about it, but nobody really goes on camera and talks about Rio like this. But brothers that with it, they tell me like a lot of them don't like it. The brothers that live here, that's from the States that live, I'm like, yo, why you don't hang in Rio? They're like, yo, bro, I don't even like Rio like that. So that's interesting.
That's what I'm about to say. Okay.
Yeah, but then you got some people that like it. Master Teacher, he's there. He like it. He likes Rio. But it depends. It always depends on who you hanging with, who your circle. I don't know who these guys hanging with and where they go. It depends on a lot of different things. If you got boots on the ground, you got strong connections in certain places, you're comfortable. So it depends on a lot of factors. What's this person saying? Okay, much T said he's from Zimbabwe. Comfortable, I wish I could go outside and turn on the camera and show you the property. You'll make more money where there is a need, not so much in the developing economies. Who is this? Mike said, brothers are not checking for African women like that. Yeah, we want them light skinned.
Yep, we talked about that.
Latinos, yeah, man.
Yep, we sure talked about that.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
I think I'm gonna end the live soon, man. We've been on a pretty long time, man.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you hold it down.
I'm about to get off. I'm gonna get off too.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna let you hold it down. I got a little channel, but I just started it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. No, your channel gonna grow. You got a lot of information.
Yeah.
Let's put them on Africa because you're the best of both worlds. You African, but you grew up in the States, so you're the best of both worlds. You know, you can bridge the gap because a lot of them don't understand. Because people get like they giving 50 million excuses not to go to Africa.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just started it 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to get out of that whatever circuit and branch off so I can start doing things. But I know everybody wants to see, that Brazil, Colombia, Thailand material. But eventually I'm going to branch off and show the rest. But like I said, I just started. So yeah, like I said, I'll let you hold it down so you can close it out. If you don't mind, I could post my my joint in the chat.
Man. No, you can post it.
I would definitely appreciate that. Sin City, just like my name. Appreciate you having me on the panel, being a little small dog out here, you being a big dog out here or whatever. Keep doing your thing. Please don't quit. We need you out here giving out great information, especially you hitting different areas. Like I said, your Haitian videos was just insane. I need to go back. You know what I'm saying? When you do, I need you to call me on the back end.
Yeah, I call you on the back end. We go there together so you can see, man. You'll have a good time there, man. You'll feel like you're in Africa. Everybody that go there say they feel like they're in Africa.
But I'll definitely hit you up on the back end, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Africa thing as well. Shout out to the entire chat, man. Thanks for having me. I deeply appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. Hit me up on IG. Hit me up on IG.
Bet I'll hit you up on IG.
Yeah, I know who you remind me of now. I had to think. I'm like, you remind me of Cameron. I'm like, why does this look like Cameron, yo? You heard that before.
That's
People told you that before?
Huh?
People told you that
I heard that. Yeah, I've heard that a couple times before. Yeah, I've heard that. Thanks a lot, man. Because
you're like, I'm the whole time, I'm like, man, this dude got this weird, but I feel like he like famous already. Like, I'm like, who is this dude? Like, I'm like, Cameron.
Yeah, I've heard. With more humility, though, you know, Cameron is a piece of, you know what? That's my guy, though. But a little bit more humility. I'm not as arrogant, but yeah. I'm on the way, though. I'll be on the way soon. I'll definitely hit you up on the IG. We'll
definitely what's happening, all that, and we can communicate.
Bet. All right, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem.
No doubt.
Take care, man.
I'll let y'all.
Peace out. Sin City, baby. All right, guys, man. We was on the live for a long time tonight. I wasn't expecting to be this long tonight. I was even supposed to go out. I guess I missed that. But sometimes that's what you got to do, man. Trying to keep the channel moving, man. So thank you guys for supporting the channel tonight. Thank you for watching. That's a laugh. All is well, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well. That's it, man. I'm just end the live, man. Talk to you guys in the next video, and more videos to come. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live tonight. And thank you for watching. And please give the video a like. And I'm gonna put the thumbnail up on the video now. I always do it after the video. Talk to you guys later. Peace out from Brazil.